extremely fascinated as a human about another intelligent life.
Detail, dominating type enforcement language.
Ooh.
Did you get that? Did you write that down?
Write that shit down.
That's dope. Is that what it really means, or you just want to? Shit!
Yeah, dominating like type is like a font, like a different kind of font.
Yeah.
You know, enforcement.
Yeah.
You know, you can enforce the language. Kind of like a style patrol. From the guy who doesn't have no style. Hell no.
You got your details.
My style is no style.
Right.
Ooh.
Oh. His mind just got blown, bro.
Ooh, yeah.
He's in the.
No style.
Oh, see.
Oh.
He can't hear it.
He can't hear it.
I was with Sal yesterday.
Oh man, they got.
Yeah.
I just called them right now too.
yeah?
I was, hey, you coming to practice?
Yo.
Popcorn's having practice every day. Every Thursday at his place from like 8 to like whenever everybody leaves.
Hey, shout out to Popcorn,
Yeah.
bro.
So they've been practicing. You know? I've been there for the last like 3-4 practices, bro. It's dope, man. It's dope, man. It's like it just brings back like old dope memories, you know. Wise brought his kids that one day, so they had shorties in there breakdancing. This last time that I was there, like Chilango and his brother were there practicing, bro. Wow. Man, this is fucking dope.
You know what I loved that I seen was when he went to dance himself, like to show some boobs, and he started because he's like, I don't do this no more, it's this and that. But then he did some stuff, and I'm like, holy fuck, he's still doing it.
Yeah, dude, and you gotta remember, like, they're 45, 47, 48 years old that are they're still able to, like, I think you need like a lot of like upper body strength to be doing those flares and those head spins and to be able to pick yourself up in one hand. Man, Sal was dope, bro.
To be honest, I think you really need ultimate full body strength, and you really need a lot of core strength as well.
Yes.
Just because it's so wild. He had. It's so wild, just this, and then it's a little mini physics tour because you got the spinning. It's wild.
Yeah, that's all like fitness, like to the point, bro. Like you gotta have fitness to be able to do all those. There was a guy that was laying on his wrist, bro, jumping around in his.
Oh,
wrist.
you were able to see the videos.
Oh
man,
bro. Hey, describe that. What is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
Like,
that's his first video, right? That's his first documentary.
That's his first video, bro. Like it's a cassette. The VHS cassette.
What's the title of it? Brickheads, right?
Brickheads.
Brickheads, yeah.
You know, just brickheads.
Wow.
And it's dope because, like, as he was showing you the video, like he was kind of explaining to you like the way he was doing it, like he was cutting from this footage and pasting it right here, and we're talking about like 99, 98.
Yeah, ahead of his time, way ahead of his time.
Yes, he said he waited 4 years to compile enough material to make that VHS, and that shit was dope, man.
Something I noticed from him is that he's very organized, dude. Like he showed us a film idea he had, and you know how they draw a draw board, scene by scene. He by seeing that detail, and you saying that he took him 4 years, I could tell this guy really plans this shit out. He knows what he's doing, you know. He's not just jumping the gun and shit like that.
He has said, I mean, this is probably for him to talk about, man.
But
the dopest thing that he told me that his crew was, like, nobody was the same. Like, everybody was different. You know, you had Filipinos, you had, you know, African Americans, Mexicans, white, Italians, Serbians.
Smorgasbord.
It was just a mix of like everybody, and everybody couldn't really like communicate with each other. So the way they communicated was through body language. Yo.
Wow.
I thought that was, man, I went home and I thought about that shit. I'm like, wow, like that shit, I mean,
that's some ancient language.
That's pretty cool to be able to communicate with somebody like perfectly, like, you know, through a breakdance move, through a fucking flare or some shit, you know. I might not understand what the fuck you're telling me because you're speaking in a foreign language, but I know what you're saying through your body movement, what you're trying to teach me.
That's wild.
That's, man. That's dope. That's
It's
gold
super
right
dope.
there.
Yeah.
And that's why I always say like art's a universal language, because that's the art of the body, being able to move and do anything like that. And a lot of times through
To communicate with no words.
with no words.
Woo! That's you break language barriers right there.
Exactly,
Wow.
man.
How, describe the brickheads.
Man,
Oh,
I'm not a brickhead myself, man. You would have to ask them.
Yeah, but
But
from your
me,
perspective,
like,
from your perspective,
man,
yeah.
that's like a legendary crew.
Yes,
you know these
absolutely.
guys traveled
Absolutely.
the world.
yeah.
You know they were in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
They were all over the states. You know, from South Chicago, bro. Right here, I think he was from like Houston.
Right.
Yeah.
His family lived behind my parents' building. They used to have these big ass fireworks shows on 4th of July.
Yeah.
Man,
They were that family.
Dude, bro, I think these motherfuckers spent like $10,000 on fireworks, bro. It was like bigger than Navy Pier shit. Boom, boom, boom. We didn't even have to buy no fireworks.
Yeah, you had a show.
Let's just go watch the show.
Right.
From your backyard.
Yup.
Because the fence from Olive Harvey was in there, and they would blow all that shit up in the parking lot.
Oh wow.
Dude, it was insane.
Wow.
It was insane. Yeah, 90s. I got to ask him about that.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for making the introduction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
hell
met.
yeah.
It was awesome to see that. Just the art. I mean, again, I'm a footnote. This you growing up in the area. I'm growing up in the area. Just to see that culture around us in this area. Like, oh shit, this is dope. And now, seeing the progression, and it's still here. And I think it's growing again. He's having practice again. The whole culture of not just breakdancing, but the b-boy, the graffiti, the whole. It's to me like the whole that culture. It's instead of violence, you use words or you use body. You use to solve issues. You use
Right.
you know, and then it's a you're working on your craft to do what they do. It takes practice.
Oh, definitely.
And
Every day you gotta
Every
be.
day.
And
I
it's
didn't
a
even know
physical-
him. I didn't even know him back in the day. It was like Eddie Edwards. Like, oh shit, who the fuck is this guy? And shit. I know who he was. I just knew Sal, and I knew Wise. They used to practice.
Shout out
and-
Bricks.
And they were associated with that man, and that was it, bro.
Right.
But it's cool that like now I have a relationship with him, and he's showing me a little bit of who he is and what he's done and stuff like that, and to bust out some old files,
Oh yeah.
some shit that's like 25 years old
Yeah.
plus, and hey, look, this is what I used to be able to do, and to be able to see that shit. Oh man, that's dope.
Fuck.
That's dope, man. A lot of respect, man. Shout out to Popcorn, man.
Oh,
Shout out to Popcorn.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
I mean, something
Putting
that
a lot of people down too, you know. Helping everybody, you know, not really giving a fuck, you know,
Right.
Yeah.
but showing everybody the trade, man.
He had a unique style.
The unique style.
Very.
man. Oh
yeah.
man, his shit was
style's-
really unique.
yeah,
Is
yeah.
unique. Yeah.
It's wild.
And he loves and he's excited about his work because I remember him like, oh, this piece glow in the dark, and I'm like, yeah, that's badass, man. Just for him to be like, see an artist excited about his art and shit like that,
Yeah.
and he was like in a way in a good place and shit. But the thing that I loved about him was that not only did he do the breakdancing, but the editing, the video, that he conducted together. You said it took him like 4 years.
4 years of
Footage, right? Something like that.
collecting footage.
Yeah. So when I seen that and the editing style and the way he edited everything, remember that piece where he like had like a brick kind of layer in the side?
Oh yeah. The
Yeah.
beginning, yeah. It was like 4 bricks on the left, 4 bricks on the right.
Yeah, and for him to like visually think of that, and then the music went with everything. And he was explaining the breakthrough, and then like you physically see the visuals sync with the music. So like his perspective of that was amazing. So that's why I can't wait to like work with him. He's like, yeah, let's do something. I'm down.
Definitely gotta work with that guy.
Definitely, and he has amazing ideas too. So what if I could help him create some of that shit? You know, give one of those things out, and boom.
Man, you just gotta introduce
Yeah, that's it.
to the new technology,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
new shit, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta show people, hey man, that ain't the way we do it no more. It's probably like more simplified,
Right. Yeah.
more
yeah,
like
yeah.
user friendly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe because I never did no editing or no photo,
Right.
none of that shit. I wish I did. I wish I did, yeah.
If you were to put some of those clips from that VHS, VHS is the old. How do you describe a VHS for people who don't know what a VHS is?
Man, I'm sure
It's an
everybody,
old.
I'm sure everybody knows what that is.
You'd
you
be
know?
surprised. So it was an old cassette tape that we were watching. If you put a few clips of those on YouTube, I'm pretty sure they'd get so much views just because each one of these individuals had an amazing style, and then the skill that they're showing, they did some amazing shit.
Yeah, man, it was from. I felt like it was from the heart. Like when
yeah.
you dance like that, like when you have a style like that, I think that comes from like within.
Right.
You know, like because everybody was different.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, all
If
the
everybody looked the same, if you have a crew of like 10 people and everybody does the same move and everybody does the same routine, like oh wow, like I don't know, like that's kind of like maybe I don't know, not to par.
Yeah.
But if you show up and you got 10 guys and everybody's doing something totally different and like wild from the previous guy,
And
then
some of
like,
the shit's
that's-
choreographed, so it's on the same timing and it's
Then I
wild.
think-
It's
then that's
a
dope.
artistic expression,
Yeah.
heavily with the body. Wow. So I want you to Bob Ross me a little bit. Paint me a picture of a young boy, a young Senor Dtel, growing up where you grew up, learning.
I didn't breakdance.
No, but not breakdance, but getting exposed to the b-boy culture, the graffiti, the art, because to me it kind of goes hand in hand, you know.
Yeah. I think everybody did like some kind of graffiti in school.
Tried to.
Like I think everybody just like at least once
Tried,
tagged
yeah.
a math book or algebra book or
CTA
or had a book that belonged to a previous graffiti writer and his tags were in there and like you would just see that shit all over the school or on the street and that catches your attention. I think I really wanted to like breakdance, but I felt like I was always too tall and I didn't know nobody. Yeah, it was weird. Like, oh man, how do you not know nobody that breakdance? And they used to have like breakdance practice at Washington High School, man.
Yeah.
Right.
And I remember like NASA and like a bunch of guys used to go there and like I forgot their names, but they used to go on like breakdance. But they weren't really teaching, like they were kind of like teaching themselves. So like it wasn't really nobody there to like show you how to do it. Like,
No teacher real.
Like a one-on-one, like everybody's kind of like figuring it out themselves. And I think like that's really like the way it goes. You know, like you have to kind of like figure it out yourself. And I think I just like gave up on it too quick. And I was like, oh, fuck this. Like, I didn't go back.
You didn't have the correct people around you during that time.
Well, either that or my ambition wasn't really high, you know.
Because that shit hurts.
Oh,
man. Learning how to break dance, if you take a few spills and falls, that shit fucking hurts.
Yeah.
Trying to practice.
And there's like a certain jump, like when you're about to jump into it, like a certain movement.
The body rock?
Before you're about to do something. So whenever there's like some kind of dance and I see somebody do that little ritual dance before they do a move, I'm like, oh shit, here comes a fucking spinneroonie and shit.
Oh, man,
like Booker T and shit.
I went to Vegas for Christmas. I was out there, and then I went to Fremont Street, and there was like performances, down that street, and some of those performances were breakdancers, man. And these motherfuckers were doing like head spins and windmills and all this dope shit on concrete, bro.
Oh shit.
Yes, on concrete. I was like, oh
Savages.
shit, man, that's
savage.
It was like some of the wrestlers in Mexico. We're speaking about Mexico,
bro.
where they are like on traffic stops, and they start doing like an actual wrestling match.
What?
In front of traffic.
Yeah. And people don't realize that it's fucking hot outside, 98 degrees, 90 degrees even,
Burning.
And it's that floor's hot, bro. That floor's hot, and then you have like 100,000 million cars going through the pavement.
Yeah.
and then you have smoke. You have all the exhaust from like a bunch of cars that are at the red light, and these guys are like doing like acrobatics and juggling and fire breathing and all that
like
shit.
Performances,
man.
bro.
Yes, man.
Magic
yes.
shit, bro.
That's why I love that city, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I love it, man. I love Mexico City.
And then that's something that I loved about you too, that you were in my way like a Voyager. You've been a traveler. You have stories of different places you've been to, bro. Like that's a Voyager, bro.
Yeah.
Not only were you born here, but you got exposed to the whole world.
And you know a lot of artists.
Yes.
You know what? Like my parents are to thank for that because every year, like faithfully, when it comes Christmas time, we pack our shit and we go to Mexico. Boom, drive.
Oh shit.
Wow. Drive from Chicago all the way down to Mexico, and my dad would take us like on these like 3-week vacations.
Oh wow.
During the Christmas break, and then like there'll be ferias, there'll be this, and then they'll take us to Guanajuato, Guadalajara, like all these places, like and I find myself now like a little bit older and being able to travel by myself. I'm actually going back to those places that my dad took me to.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And that's dope, man. To be able to be there. I remember like a little bit of it when I was young, but then like going there now, it's like a different experience. Like, oh shit, like man, it's a mission to get out here. You know, like man, like my dad had to drive through all this shit and like go through all these checkpoints because people don't understand that when you travel in Mexico, you actually got to go through like cartel people, checkpoints and shit, military checkpoints and they're not, you know, they're out there doing like their job and shit and they get straight to the point. Where the fuck are you going?
Right.
To the corner store. Yeah.
When you go on a road trip to fucking St. Louis or to Michigan, like ain't nobody fucking stopping you for shit unless you're driving fast. You know?
Yeah.
Your fucking tags are expired, you know, but you don't actually
your light's
have
not
to
working.
pull over for the police and tell them where you're going.
Yeah, it's a different world
It's a
over
different
there.
world out there.
Yeah, it's wild. Man.
So, my family also growing up did a lot of traveling to different cousins and uncles in different states.
Was it always during Christmas?
Oh yeah,
Man,
or big quinceañera parties, some shit like that.
Man, I remember traveling during Christmas and like we're on the road in Texas, Arkansas, and you see like families also like going that way. Boom. Wow. Their fucking trucks on top got luggage. I'm talking about like 90s.
Yeah,
I'm talking about 90s.
Yeah.
Like 90, like
those old
from like
fucking
92 to like 99, 2000. Like
those old Suburbans.
I used to go, the vans, the conversion vans used to be back.
Oh, bro, those vans are fucking big.
My dad was like the king for conversion vans. Man, I swear.
The Astro vans?
Man, no, not an Astro van,
ones.
a conversion van. I'm talking
That's the
about
upgraded
where
one.
like you get 4 captain seats and then the third row seat is like a bench, but it becomes a
bed, bro.
Yeah. It had 2 tanks. It had a fucking a 20-gallon tank on the left and a 20-gallon tank on the right of the van.
That's like
you
a
could
mini
fucking
tank.
drive 500 miles without stopping.
Whoa.
Plus. Yeah.
No shit.
That's why we used to go to Wisconsin and we used to bring family,
bug-out
like
vehicle.
like 2-3 different families in one of those vans, bro. Everybody's just chilling, the bed's down.
Nostalgic.
Fucking kids
That brings back good memories.
Yeah, the kids and uncles and shit.
Kid, yeah.
Nobody gave a fuck about seatbelts, like you know.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Yeah,
Put on your seatbelt. What's that?
right. We're all jumping and shit.
When did you first get introduced to graffiti?
Man, I think it was in. You know what? Actually, rest in peace, my friend Adam Cortez. He introduced me to graffiti. Yeah, he had a book by Bates. And in that book, it had like 500 different Bates pieces. It was crazy. Like I've never seen nothing like that. You know, it was just all Bates, Bates. And it was like each one was like different. And he wrote Nope, N-O-P-E.
Wow.
Yeah, and he was really good. He was really good, and he was just showing me a little bit. And went into high school, and then like started painting a little bit. Not really painting, but just like drawing. Nobody really paints.
Yeah.
You know, till you're a little bit older and you fully decide that this is what you want to do.
Right.
But like I think I always like tag. you know, or wrote on shit just a little bit, and then like just like gradually like getting into it a little bit more, making connections, communicating with other people, you know. I think some people you vibe with really well, and they understand you, and some people you don't. You know, everybody's different. Yeah. You know, and I've came across like a bunch of different, you know, ideas of what it should be. You know, I've had like some of my like real close friends, you know, they think graffiti is like, man, we just got to go out there and crush it. You know, and he's right. But I also have like real good friends that are just like, man, graffiti should have a message. Yeah. You know, it should be about, you know, this and this and that. And he's also right.
Hey, there's a lot of politics in graffiti.
Yeah, I know it is, but it could be whatever. I think it could be whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, it could be whatever. Yeah, you want to fucking. If you want to make a taco with motherfucking lizard meat, is it still gonna be a taco?
Yeah.
Right. Right.
You know, I don't know.
It's
like
gonna taste like chicken.
Hey, it might be a chicken taco. Hey, you're eating lizard. You're eating lizard, shapeless. Oh fuck, it's really good. Let me get another one. Nah, we're just bullshitty, man.
But so when was your first international experience with graffiti?
Man, just recently, bro.
Yeah.
Within the last I would say like 7 years, maybe 8 years, maybe 10. Damn, no, you know what? Like
10 years?
Yeah, like maybe like in the last 10 years, like I decided like, oh, okay, like be a little bit more like active in this shit. Like it's starting to become like more interesting. Yeah, I would say like it was becoming more interesting. I was like actually learning.
What do you mean interesting? Oh, because you were learning?
Yeah, because I was learning, you know. Man, like fucking a toy forever. Like I you know, like I feel like I'm still like low, you know, like in the food chain. You know, I'm always gonna feel like that no matter what I do. You know? But so just making connections, and actually, like, all my friends live, like, on the north side.
Right.
So, like, I would go out there to the jams and to the walls and, like, you know, make friends and, you know, this and that. And it's just more people out there, you know. And it was easier for me to find, like, more friends and you know, create relationships up there, you know. And, man, just hanging around with different crowds, too, you know, like.
Yeah.
Getting invited to paint this, getting invited to be part of the show, you know, and there you meet more people, and then, hey, there's a fucking jam in Kentucky and shit. Let's go. That door just opened up by itself.
Fucking kukui.
That was creepy. But, yeah.
You are not welcome here. You are not welcome here.
Oh, yeah.
If you have good intentions,
we
you
have
can
buttons
stay.
on here. So if I say like certain, I have certain.
Oh yeah, you got to wear the headset.
You got to wear the headphones to hear them.
If you want, you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but if you want to hear them right now, I'll show them to you.
Watch,
so you kind of like, so when like we forget what we're saying, I
forgot what I was saying.
Oh, hell.
That's busy bone.
And then when we say like
busy
something
bone.
like this right now, I press this one.
Shit like that happens.
Right.
We hit them with the X.
And then we got the. And then when we get like a shout out or like an applause, you know.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
It just feels weird talking and wearing the headphones.
yeah.
at the same
No,
time.
that's
I
all right,
think
dude.
you
It takes some time to get
it,
used to.
right?
Yeah, it's a little weird because you can actually hear yourself. Yeah, it's
I don't like
weird.
I don't like the way I sound.
You're good, man. You have
Plus,
a a beautiful voice.
But I thank you.
Yeah, you do, bro.
I love
Well,
it.
supposedly, or I don't know, I read before that we don't sound the way we hear.
Yeah, which is weird.
Which is weird,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So what?
yeah.
Like we would never find out like, how we actually sound.
Which is crazy. It makes you really think.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
No, you would die.
What?
That's a doppelganger.
Uh-oh.
A
Is that a real
doppelganger.
thing?
If you were to ever,
No.
yeah, isn't that crazy?
Say that again.
So a doppelganger is like your copy of yourself.
Yeah.
So the legend or the story goes that if you fucking run into your fucking self at fucking Sam's Club,
You explode, both of you
you
guys.
would probably fucking explode.
That's what explains spontaneous combustion.
Oh
right?
wow,
Yeah.
man!
Or you mean,
And this, but they're
or-
always sitting like on a fucking chill chair and shit. Like they're always chilling like in a lounge chair.
or
like,
your future self meets your past self, and then that creates something, and then because maybe in the future time travel is created, and then you go back in time and you see your past self, and you accidentally.
if you were to
explode
run into your younger self,
Yeah.
what would you tell him?
Damn.
Yeah, I got one thing, man. Real quick, bro. Real quick.
Go ahead,
Don't
real
even
quick.
think about it.
Oh,
Hey, don't even think about it.
Punch him! I'll punch him in his face.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
What come on, Voyager? What do you gotta say?
What would I tell a younger self of
Yeah,
myself?
just real quick. You run into him like at the fucking Cienega and shit. You're paying for your taco meat or something and shit.
You'll be okay.
Yeah.
You'll be okay.
You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I was repeating what he said. Me, what I would say? Oh, man. I don't know, man. That's interesting. I don't know if I'd say anything to myself.
Man, that's right.
Yes, I don't know. Because then I might
because you
alter
might
something.
fuck it
Yes,
up, bro.
yes,
You might fuck it up.
Yeah. I'd be
What
like,
if you say
Yeah.
something like, "Oh man, like fucking play the lotto, bro," like
Yeah.
or something,
Oh,
you know,
shit,
like
nah.
or, like
And
like,
then you play the lotto and you lose.
and you ruin your life.
That's the time travel
What is that
conundrum.
shit called? The butterfly effect?
Yeah.
There's I think a bootstrap one. Like, let's say if I had the ingredients to Modelo beer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I go back to my past self and I give me the recipe or something. The future self creates something in the past which creates itself, or it's like Skynet, something like that.
Back to the future.
It's
and
like
shit.
it's a weird thing that connects.
I'm gonna go to the
Yeah.
past and I'm gonna give my younger self like all these banging ass beats, bro.
Here. This your
There you go.
mixtape. Take this mixtape out.
Here's a mixtape, bro.
Hell no.
Maybe I don't know, because then this is my thought. If you give your younger self the beats, your younger self didn't take the time to create it. You know what I mean? So he never learned that skill because your future self kind
Yeah.
of gave it to him. Versus to me, I would say something along the lines of, I would guide myself at least. But figures like
I don't think you're supposed to say anything.
yeah, you're not supposed to.
you're
Yeah,
not supposed to say
it'll create something. If not,
Yeah.
I try to give myself an
Keep your distance.
advantage or something.
Right.
distance detail.
Yeah, invest in yourself.
Was
Take
like
a financial class.
It reminds me of the Marvel.
Oh, I was gonna say like put your money on Bitcoin.
Yeah, something
Oh,
like
man,
that.
Go
in
ham
the
on
beginning.
Bitcoin.
Yeah,
Go ham on Bitcoin, please.
He's like, what the fuck is Bitcoin? He's like, then you have to explain what Bitcoin is, and it fucks it
just
up.
go ham, please, bro, go ham.
NFTs, buy early and then sell immediately when it's hot, and then
See,
that's it.
I'm not down with the NFTs, man.
Yeah, see, that's a whole
not
different.
that- yeah,
that's
I'm
a
not
new
down.
digital
I'm
art
not down
scene.
with the NFTs, and I'm not down with the whole like artificial intelligence created.
How do you feel?
Man, dude, that shit.
How do you feel about
man,
that?
dude, like
Skynet creating
Man.
something that takes you, Shapeless, Cortez, hours, Maggie,
it's
years.
killing the craft, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, it's killing the craft, man. Like it's killing like master painters and stuff like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so, bro. Imagine if there was no need for fitness instructors no more, bro. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That shit would be crazy.
It reminds me. Now you threw me off. Now.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I forgot what I was saying.
You hit me with that one. You hit me with that. Yeah.
Hit the button, bro.
I forgot what I was saying.
That was such a good answer that it was just like, what?
No, I had a rebuttal. Not a rebuttal. I had a response, and then he hit me with that. I'm like, damn. And then that made me think, like, oh
Right,
shit.
It's deeper than that.
Yeah, like, wait a minute. Oh shit.
Like,
Man.
I've been listening to the Joe podcast. Man, they
Yeah.
had this guy on there like 2 days ago. I mean, to be honest, I never remember any of their guests' name.
Yeah, same.
Man, I'd be like,
I'm
fuck,
bad with
who the
names.
fuck said this, man? So I gotta look it up, and it's so and so. But he was talking about like in 10 years and 5 years, like Neuralink
Oh, he was Lex Friedman.
So, man, they'll be able to like fix like your eyesight. Like you'll be able to see better, hear better.
Yeah.
You know, they'll be able to unlock, you know, like new, like shit that was wrong with you, I guess. You know, and that might create like also like real talented people, like better musicians, better artists.
Super soldiers.
Man, probably. Yeah, probably.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know too much, allegedly.
Yeah, knowing the government, like, yeah, they spend like 90% of their budget on military, so yeah. Right. Hit that button again.
Yeah. It's we live in a crazy time just because when growing up I was always a fan of like sci-fi and like AI, the Terminator, you know,
Matrix.
I like sci-fi and I like fantasy too.
But what's crazy is we live in a world right now where AI, a computer system, not human, even though it's a program and it might, I don't know the complexity of it, but you have a computer that's teaching itself how to make art.
Bro, you got a computer making a Big Mac, bro. They got that. They got that McDonald's that just opened up, and there's no humans in that motherfucker. Yeah. So you got motherfucking Skynet making a motherfucking Big Mac
with
extra
sauce.
Fucking Mac sauce and shit.
Excuse me, Skynet. Can I get some extra secret sauce, please?
Yes.
Bro, but
can I get some ketchup?
The fucked up thought about that is that somehow the government's gonna fucking use that shit on their fucking behalf, bro. Somehow, bro. Somehow it's gonna get that bad because it's like the internet. As soon as they got the internet, they made it into a, like, what was that guy that exposed them and he got in trouble for it and he had to go to Russia?
Edward Snowden?
Yeah.
Dude.
And he exposed like how they will
yeah.
spy on everybody.
Yeah.
So if it gets to that point, I'm so fucking 100% sure.
We're the generation that knew what life was before the internet and with the internet.
Now deep where these people had time to study what the internet is. They had time to study social media. They had time to study humans and their interactions with social media online. And it's to me it's one big giant experiment. And now
I think I would like to live in a world when like we were with no internet. Because there's a lot of like awesome information out there for you to learn. But then there's also like real fucking sadistic, fucked up shit that happens in this world. And I think like for some people like they might be better off like not knowing that shit. Yeah. You know? Like that might be too much for them. I don't know. But it would have been kind of cool if we were still around with a motherfucking flip phone or a Nokia 5000 or whatever that shit's called.
It's a definitely like to me a double-edged sword because you can teach yourself pretty much to do almost anything online. Bro. Almost anything you can probably self-teach yourself. I'm doing
what I'm doing because of learning online,
which is crazy. But at the same time, you have that other side. It's like the real world.
But then, so let's say you wanted to learn like shop class, like woodworking,
that's different.
So where the fuck are we gonna find like somebody to show me how to fucking carve this fucking bed frame or something,
Right.
Into something really dope. Now,
I know a guy.
What I'm saying is like now we go online and like order all the fucking tools and then like watch fucking videos and like do it ourselves. But what I'm saying is like the actual like human interaction and like somebody actually like teaching you how to use the tool, how to hold it. Somebody that has experience.
Right.
Like a Roman.
You cut that experience. And then, but then sometimes there's nobody to have that experience with, so it helps.
But I think
dirty button on that one.
You made me think because it's a double-edged sword. Like if Roman were to let's say in another universe, I'm gonna take another universe. If Roman were to like, okay, I want to teach sculpture. I want to teach how or the beginnings of it, and he has a YouTube channel. And if he has a YouTube channel, I'm sure people from all around the world will probably watch. And then let's say, if you want, I can host a camp for 8 weeks or whatever and come here. that's the power of the internet. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Also, the internet has you by your balls and you don't even know it.
That is true, man.
How long are you on your phone like throughout the day? You know, you wake up and the first thing you do is fucking check your motherfucking phone. Oh shit, 16 fucking messages, 14 notifications.
The poop and scroll.
You know, like, oh fuck, you know, like, you know, like you gotta. It's like a fucking addiction. You have to go fucking look at your shit all the fucking time, and
Right.
My opinion.
and it sucks, man, because it's time consuming.
Yeah.
It's actually taking time from stuff that you could be doing productive, like actually learning how to carve that shit.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of times when like I'm on the phone, like just like scrolling through shit, and then like, oh man, I could really be doing something right now, but here I am. I just wasted an hour and a half on my sofa, scrolling through YouTube videos or Instagram or Facebook or fucking pornography or whatever and shit, man, or music or you know, it's out there.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow. But the thing is, like for me, I've noticed that's happened to me a lot, especially at work, because there's a lot of downtime too. So in the downtime, either we're fucking around and making jokes with each other, or everybody's on their phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you get stuck, and then I bought me a little device where I could play like emulators of Nintendo 64 and shit like that. So I get distracted with playing that. I've been playing No Mercy, bro. Yeah, I've been playing No Mercy instead of like being on my phone and shit. So it's helped me a lot. But yeah, you get addicted to that shit, man.
But I this is my personal opinion. I really think it was kind of made that way.
Oh yeah.
The social media, it's made to keep people on. It's made to keep your attention because that's what its goal is. It wants. We are the consumer. They want our attention. That's how they get their money, views. That's how they're successful in their business by time spent. I mean, online or whatever. However, and it draws you back, man.
You never check on your phone how long you're on these apps.
Yeah.
Man.
Tells you all the info. You're like, oh fuck,
man.
what?
Add that shit up, bro. Add all that time for the last year, for example.
Right.
You know, you'll probably get like weeks.
Malcolm Gladwell said it takes about 10,000 hours working at a craft to become pretty much like
a master.
10,000
hours, bro.
I'm pretty sure there's 10,000 hours of social media time.
So you're a master of social media.
Right.
Which is why.
Then everybody's even kids, man. Even
that reminds me of
school is not taught in books anymore.
1984.
There's no motherfucking Algebra 1 book, Algebra 2 book that I know of. At least for my son's school. Everything's on the computer. They carry a laptop and their fucking worksheets are on the computer. So like, when the fuck are these kids gonna actually like grab a pencil and like write this shit down? Or I don't see worksheets like the way we used to get worksheets.
Yeah.
You know, we used to have this shit called agenda, like an agenda book and shit. And then you would actually go in there and write your whole fucking day's work and what you have to do. I haven't seen one of those in years.
Right. Yeah. It's all like now with
everything's on your phone.
And you've seen it with the pandemic. Like the school was run through a computer.
Yeah, and it dropped every kid's like scores down too. Because everybody's on a computer, you could actually Google the answer to the question they're asking you.
That's how I used to cheat on
1 plus 1. Oh shit, let me Google this shit real quick. Google, what's 1 plus 1?
Right.
3.
It's not the same.
They became a doctor by exactly that.
By proxy, by digital.
Man, I got something to say about that. I went to the doctor recently, and I felt like I went into
doctors.
My back was hurting.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I gotta go to the fucking doctor, man. I got insurance. I got all that shit.
Yeah.
So I found like what I thought was like a men's doctor, you know, someone dope that might be able to help me out, right? And I go and I show up, bro, and it's like a fucking barbershop, spa,
what
kind of shit in there, bro. Like a bar, kind of like bar decoration with like raw wood and like leather chairs. I was like, what the fuck?
What?
Yes, bro. Yes. I was like, oh my God, man. I think I picked one of these fucking fake doctors that be coming out on the television.
Yeah, you're about to get got.
But it was that he was a real doctor, and then they offered like injections. They had a menu
Steroids.
for like injections like vitamin V. They had
Shit.
massages in there. It was
What?
dude, it was like super weird, man. Like I thought the experience that I was gonna go see was gonna be a motherfucking old lady at a front desk with a fucking old man doctor coming out and
Sign
like
your name.
with the white coat and the fucking the shit that you can hear your heartbeat and all that shit.
Stethoscope.
No, bro. I walked into a guy with a beard like me and shit. Some motherfucking
Tattoos.
some dope ass shoes. Like, where's your lab coat, bro?
It's in my Amazon cart.
She brought up, like, right now I'm teaching at a school where I deal with all the grades, and there's a specific grade that it's not that they're unteachable, but you can tell that they're just separate from the rest of the school.
What grade is that?
And that grade is 3rd grade. And I was thinking the whole time, why? Well, let's think back 3 years before that. What was that? The pandemic. These kids were the kids that were growing up during not being at school. So their discipline level and their attention span is off, bro.
So what do you think is like a delay?
It's hard. It's not a delay because they're fine. But it's different. There's a hyperactive energy sense to them that it's just like,
Yeah.
it's hard. It's really hard with them, bro.
I feel bad.
But
I feel
it's
bad
just like
for all those kiddos,
I brought that up
man.
to my sister. She's a 4th grade teacher, and she was like, she pointed that out to me right away. She was like, oh, those are the kids from the pandemic. That's why. I mean, all the kids are from the pandemic, but they started 1st grade should have been a physical class, you know.
That's
and
a
it
big
wasn't.
jump from kindergarten to 1st grade, bro.
Yeah, so that's it went to kindergarten to 3rd grade or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, whatever the jump was.
To people like,
Yeah,
oh,
dude. So they
man.
skipped those grades during the pandemic.
Those experiences where you're learning to split
like,
up.
I really sense it, dude. That class is just like
That's some
they're
shit.
kids, so you know you tell them once or twice, and most of them listen. But this class, you tell them once or twice, 4 or 5 times. 10, 15 times, like, bro, like, you can't even.
Fuck you,
yeah,
okay?
dude, bro.
Fuck you.
Nah, man, it ain't like that with the shorties, man, never that. Maybe some older motherfuckers I might.
Man, I had to punch one of those kids, man.
Nah, never that.
Motherfucker,
Hey, man, you gotta be old school, man. That's the only way to listen.
Nah, they can't do nothing.
You can't touch nobody, man.
No, man. But I don't even have it in my fucking
My
bones
OG
to do
used
that
to give me this
fucking
crazy
kid.
ass look, man. When I was fucking up, like he would give me this crazy ass look.
Dude.
And I'd be like, oh shit, like.
I fucked up.
Oh, okay, calm the fuck down and shit. Man, I've been trying to give my son that crazy ass look. That shit don't work. Man.
They look at you with a smile like,
yeah,
what?
because we look different than I look different than my dad. Like
Right.
like, we dress different. Like I think the way we
Different times,
look,
man.
different times,
Raised
yeah,
differently.
man.
Fucking.
Well, it's just the teachings.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure your son don't get whooped like he used to.
No, bro.
Exactly.
No.
So those eyes were fear, bro.
I think those, yeah.
It was fear,
I think-
bro.
I think just growing up in the hood and like
Right.
being broke, you know.
A Bronx
like,
Tale.
yeah,
You want to be
man, like,
feared or you want to be loved? I think that's what the quote
Yes.
was, right? He
Shit,
tells
I
son-
don't fucking know.
But-
I've seen that
That's
movie
Bronx
maybe
Tale.
like
But
twice.
their childhood was even
Was
worse
that
than
what's his
ours.
face that just
who,
died?
like my kid?
No, our parents'
Oh,
childhood was
yeah,
even worse
yeah,
than
yeah,
ours.
yeah.
Even worse,
Yeah,
bro.
man, definitely, man. Like, hella respect to all the people that made that journey to the United States and
Exactly.
left their families and everything
That's
and
good
came
fellas.
to
Okay, I'm
a
gonna-
whole new fucking world,
I think I've seen it,
2,000 miles away from home and started off from scratch.
From
bro.
scratch,
Yes,
no
bro,
language. And
Motherfuckers get
I
kicked
got the
out of their
movies
parents'
twisted up.
basement and they're fucking end up on the street like they can't survive. Like
Right.
they're scared. They don't they don't want to work. They're lazy. They don't know nothing. Like I felt like our parents' generation that made that journey over here, man. They had no choice but to succeed,
fucking
man.
make
Yep.
it, bro.
To succeed,
To
bro.
make that shit.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
bro.
and a lot of guys, you know, a lot of people drop out of school and they can't make a life for themselves. And and all these people that came from Mexico, bro, they didn't have school out there like the way we have school out here. Yeah. A lot of them didn't even go to elementary school, maybe 1, 2, 3 grades. You know,
my parents,
they know that rancho life. They know how to sembrar. They know how to work. You know, my dad used to tell me a bunch of crazy ass stories that he had to learn.
Fattening the pigs
man.
up and then selling them.
So, yeah, bro, I didn't appreciate that at first because I didn't understand it. I didn't understand that
Same
shit,
here,
bro.
yeah.
But now that I'm older, like, I really understand what my parents were trying to tell me when I was a teenager.
And their way of doing it.
Yeah, and why they do it. And But, you know, times are different now, man. And what worked back, you know, then might not work now, bro.
It doesn't. Or let's not say it doesn't work. We just say there's a better way.
There's a better way.
There's a better
definitely.
way.
Okay,
not
yeah.
necessarily.
Yes.
Well, the thing is,
you know
I
alternative way.
What I feel is like it just changes with the time. It's what's relevant for that specific time. Like, it's fucking like everything's gonna change. The people that are right now, the young cats, in comparison to us, are gonna say the same shit once it all changes up, man. That repetitious outlook or view on it, shit changing, and like, it's not the way we used to be. But yeah, of course, it's fucking constantly changing, man.
Right.
That's evolving. The thing. We have an attachment with our lives and the things that we do that are like, fuck, it changed, like it sucks now.
Right.
You gotta learn to accept too. You gotta learn how to evolve with all that shit.
To be a little shapeless.
But it's hard, bro. It's life, bro.
That's wild.
Easier said than done, though.
Yeah. I want to know how you first got introduced, or your introduction to 93 Studios.
Dang. Before this, there was another. I mean, there's still another place under the bridge.
Oh yeah.
And,
give me the breakdown of all that.
Yeah. Roman spot.
Yeah.
Well, you already know how I met Roman.
Yeah.
So fast forward, he hits me up. He's talking about that he used to have a spot in Hammond.
Yeah.
And I guess like they shut that shit down, and 3 guys had to go find a new spot, and they found this spot, and this spot's been here empty forever.
Yeah.
And he just hit me up and said that check this out. That's really what he said. Check it out. And came and started kicking ass. Yeah, I mean there's no instruction manual on like what to do with a spot like this or with a studio. You just gotta man, I give it up. Like my hella props to like Matt and Aaron that are always here. Man, that takes a lot of dedication, man.
Hell yeah, bro.
Fuck yeah, bro. Like always constantly being in here, spending a lot of time in here and like being creative and stuff like that. I respect that shit 100%, bro. You know, I don't have the patience to be doing that shit. Like me, mostly like I like being outdoors and painting yards and doing that kind of shit, you know, like doing like studio work. Like I have my own place, you know. It's easier for me to just do shit there. I gotta pack all my stuff. I gotta bring everything over, and then like I don't be having time like that.
Yeah.
To do it, you know. But man, this place is fucking dope, man. Like, what more can you ask for? Yeah. It's South Chicago, baby.
Yes.
South Chicago Avenue.
I'm glad
Commercial
you said that.
Avenue, bro.
I'm glad you said that.
That's dope as fuck. Why wouldn't you want to like at least stop by and see what's going on?
Yeah.
Knock on the door 3 times and shit.
The secret. That's
you know, like. What are you guys doing, man? Sit down, have a beer, have a smoke, and then you could be on your way. Ain't nobody gonna say no.
Yeah.
You know, in the summertime, that big garage doors open, and they're in there like carving wood, you know, brainstorming, hitting the stone, you know. And meanwhile, like, you have like 4 or 5 visitors come and just say what's up.
Yeah.
Right.
And show them around. Oh wow, I can't believe this has been here.
Yeah.
It's not private. This is not like a private only members club.
Right.
Like, man, everybody has been through here at least one time.
Right.
And if you haven't, I don't know why wouldn't you want to, you know, at least come and check it out.
Yeah.
There's parties they be having. There's events that been thrown. Like, there's a dope chill spot. You know.
Like I said before, this is to me, coming from the outside, this is like a reference point to South Chicago. So a lot of people don't know about South Chicago specifically.
Man, dude, all the legends go through here. All the legends go through here and are from here.
The studio is always
Footnotes you're gonna tell me about all that.
Man, dude, there's a bunch of dope people, man. Like I that I've met just being in here like the last 5 years. They're like, oh, like collectors, other artists, musicians. I met.
If you feel like name dropping, feel free, man. Like,
from
who do you
here,
think? Yeah,
from
who do you
here,
think?
I met
Joel.
Joel.
I always believe the area is full of amazing, talented individuals.
Oh yes,
Not just music, but arts on so
South
many
Chicago
different levels.
has
it's an eclectic,
everything, bro. Everything from
wild,
chefs,
cool,
from chefs to rappers, to
absolutely.
artists, to sculptors, to everything, musicians. I didn't even know there were so many bands from this area right here. Yes.
Battle of the
yes.
bands and all
There's
that
a little
shit,
bit
bro.
of, there's a little bit of
Filmmakers,
everything.
documentarians,
Yeah.
historians.
In my opinion, the best fucking graffiti artists and the best breakers and the best MCs and the best band players and the best of everything comes from. We got the best hot sauce.
Oh, that's true.
Nice.
Come on, we got the best hot sauce. How the fuck?
Yes.
How are you gonna battle South Chicago?
You can't.
Battle me in the hot sauce competition.
You
You know what I'm
can't.
saying?
Yeah, no.
Who doesn't like Heinies?
That's a universal sauce.
You know what I'm saying? Who
You can
doesn't
use
like that
that
shit?
in a
Battle me
pinch.
on smoking some fish. Bro, we got the
Calumet
Calumet fisheries right there. Battle me on making a hot dog. We got a hot dog
Skyway.
joint right here.
You got
Yeah.
Skyway. Yeah. Legendaries. You got multi-talented
Yeah,
across
there's
the
little
board.
dope of everything.
Yeah.
I wish like Commercial Avenue was like the way I remember it, when it had like a bunch of restaurants and a bunch of stores. You know, I guess like, you know, neighborhoods come and go. Like like Comorism. Am I saying it right? Like when you like Comrans.
More money.
That was like
Commerce.
business.
Commerce.
Yes,
Yeah, there you go.
commerce. Yeah, that's the
Marijuana.
word.
I had it. And I'm like, all right.
I forgot what I was saying.
Commerce. Yeah. He hit the button.
I can hear it from here.
Yeah. Yeah, commerce. Well, business and life.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Best birria.
Oh yeah.
Best birria. I got homies from like
Shout out.
Northridge that like hit me up like, hey man, we're gonna go over there for some birria and shit. Like, damn,
Yeah.
that's a mission.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck. We going. We're on our way.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'll be ready and shit. I'll go meet them.
Because
Yeah.
it's one of the spots that actually uses still like goat. You know, the fucking actually got a lot of places do beef.
Yeah.
You know, shit.
Yeah, the beef one.
Our
Damn.
neighborhood, the spot.
Oh, yeah.
Right here, fucking same family.
Man, we got a Tox submarine, bro. What the fuck? We got lawn cars, man.
Yeah. Oh, long cars. Yeah, it's a staple.
And
That's
you got
the
a
best
lot of
chicken
good
ever.
nature spots here.
Oh,
Nature
a lot
trails.
But you know what? A lot of residents that live here don't be taking advantage of
They
that.
don't, bro.
There's some
They
flavor.
don't, but there's a lot of nature around here too, bro.
Yeah, bro, like,
There's eggers, there's steel workers,
I think maybe some,
the outskirts of Wolf Lake, the
yes,
trail, all
yes,
that.
Yes. Steelworkers Park.
Steelworkers Park.
Yeah. It's,
Beautiful,
it's
bro.
Big back there. It's big. You
A
go
lot of fishing right now.
Is this the Cali, the weed you got from Mexico?
No, that's the shit that I grow in that little tent.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
This is delicious.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sorry to interrupt.
Allegedly.
yeah, it tastes good at the end too, so that you know it's good.
Yeah, I'm trying to like. I'm still fucking with it. Like this is like it's like I don't know. Like
We gotta
like,
chop it
I fucked
up.
up a batch big time, bro.
Oh,
I
yeah.
fucked it up, man.
It happens.
Man,
It's heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking,
Yeah.
bro. It's heartbreaking.
What is it? 10,000
But I went
hours.
back to
10,000
There you
hours.
Bro, but I went back to it and like I started cleaning some of the buds and that shit was like really sticky, man. It was like super
Ooh.
sticky, but it was dry.
I got you.
Sticky.
Yeah, and like this wasn't like that. Like this was like kind of like it's a little bit dry, but not too dry. I don't know. I gotta figure out like how to fucking really do the drying.
I got you.
It's an art, bro.
Yeah, the drying. I think the drying is the most important, man.
We'll chop it up. Let me know. I got you. Yeah.
Oh, wow, man.
Yes.
Man, dude, and my homie, like my homie is like the guy that does all that shit. And he's always giving me plans, and it's like, man, I'd be like ashamed to tell him, like, bro, I fucked it up. up again.
No, that's how you learn, man. That's how you learn.
But this last one came out, better.
Yeah, we'll chop it up. If you have your
Hey,
medical,
I was at work the other day.
If
we
you
didn't
have your
no
medical
weed.
card, you can grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's legal. You have your medical card, you can grow up to 4 to 5 plants, I think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, in multiple states.
So man, we didn't have no weed at work, bro. Fuck, what the fuck we gonna do, man? We searched up a dispensary. Oh man, it's like 5 minutes away. Let's go. We're on the fucking menu and we already fucking know what we got. We were gonna buy and shit, you know, for that day. And we pull up and I get off. And this is my first time going to a dispensary in Chicago.
It's dope. It's a wild experience.
Man, dude, I got checked right away, bro. Dude, this guy, this big ass dude came out. He was like, "What's up, man? Medical, recreational." And I was like, "Man, recreational and shit, you know?"
He looked like Chong too.
And he was like,
Recreational,
"No." He
man.
was like, "No, like you gotta have a medical card to go in here." And I was like, "Fuck, man."
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
for a while there was ones where it's just that option,
Yeah.
and then eventually
They opened
most
them
of
up.
them did.
I've been to dispensaries in Vegas, and I've been to the ones in Colorado.
Yeah, I've been to
Yeah,
the one in
Colorado and
10
Phoenix.
years ago,
I've been to one in
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Those-
10 years
yeah.
ago going in.
Does-
and then
Planet 13 was
That
probably
being
like the best one that I've ever been to.
Does
nuts.
the angelic lettuce, what does the angelic lettuce do for you as an artist?
Man, I think I have like real high anxiety. Yeah, I'm just learning that about myself. I think all my life I've been like really high anxiety.
Yeah.
And it's like it's really hard to know what that is if you don't know what that is. Like if you don't know what anxiety is, how the fuck do you know that you have it?
Mel Brooks has a lesser known movie called High Anxiety.
Blazing Saddles.
You should watch it.
Yeah.
It's, you know, how
That's
he
the
does-
exclusive
he does,
shapeless knowledge.
Parodies or his version of certain movies. Baseball,
Yeah.
Star Wars world.
We can have a little painting in the background.
Shoot.
Oh wow.
High Anxiety is like him doing
Like South Park?
words. It's like Alfred Hitchcock. It's him doing Alfred Hitchcock movies. His version of it. And it's High Anxiety. It's about a guy that's high strung, high stress, and high anxiety type shit.
Dang.
It's called High Anxiety.
Yeah. So it's like chill, like mellow and
Yeah.
shit. Like
Right.
it's not like, oh wow,
I'm
Fucking floating, man.
get the fuck out of here.
I
like,
think
no
that's like
way.
only the first time.
Yes,
That's the first time, or if you
yes,
take a really long break.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
These last few years, I brought it up several times recently, like, once I see that something is memeable, it's a meme, then like, oh yeah, then it's happened enough times, it's out there in the world that it's happening, you know, it's a meme I see just on the internet or some shit. So at this point, seeing like, we probably all right here know about we've heard a 911 call of somebody calling the police and, yeah, I think I'm dead.
Oh, I'm too high.
Overdose, I'm too
Yeah,
high.
I'm too high, yeah.
That's become like a actual meme. Like SNL has done a skit on it. Like it's already out there in the world. Like if you talk to anybody person who was a 911 dispatch, they deal with those calls because it's a bunch of older people having a fucking little dinner party. Oh yeah.
Can you imagine? It's like their first time. It's their first time doing that shit. Yeah.
Right.
They're freaking out. They're freaking out.
It's like that, and then so yeah, motherfuckers are that out there. Like yeah, I can hear my blood. I can't stop my thoughts, so I know I'm dead. I know I'm dead.
Which is again,
Send
think
all the
about
ambulance.
when weed was just Reggie and, and
yeah.
it wasn't, dispensary weed,
That's what
and
it
it
is. Do you have experience?
No,
Yeah,
drugs.
I smoked a joint 1982.
But yeah, in that same sense,
So I know I'm dead. Like
I got this, don't worry.
But yeah, in that same sense though, like, again, we had like the leveling up experience. Fucking people that are adults that are trying it for the first time, they're getting smacked with it.
And it's probably like a lot more stronger.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying. You smoke like 5 blunts of Reg, your day's fucking fantastic back in the day. But now fucking like, yeah, dude, you smoke one joint, you could be out of your mind and anxious as hell, like you're saying, you know, super anxious, high anxiety, bro. Like,
It's everybody different.
But then again, it's all
Alcohol, it's everybody different.
really, it's all.
I've seen people smash whole bottles.
Dude,
and
alcohol's more dangerous
I've
than
seen people.
weed.
There's a lot of things.
Man, I think
But
alcohol
food
is
is the
probably the
most
most
dangerous,
fucked
I
up one. You drink too much, man. You get behind that wheel and you can die. But you never heard nobody fucking dying from smoking a joint
Right. It's
or a blunt. How much do you gotta smoke to die? Like 10, 20 pounds and shit. But who the fuck is gonna do that?
Hey, check this out, dude.
This is crazy because I actually did the research when I was in school. I was writing a paper on something in that world, but it forced me to read some books and to see that they did the research decades ago about that. You had to smoke an impossible amount of joints to get THC poisoning to die. But now in the last like year and a half, couple years, I've seen where that is on some death certificates for some kids of fucking overdosed on THC. I don't think that's possible. But at this point, again, if a little
Man, that's probably like propaganda to scare people from like smoking
but
weed.
it really is like maybe it got to that point because again, that was old research I showed, and like we were just saying, they talk about fucking smoking Reggie. How many actual joints of like that level of it? So now we get to this year where we're at. We have, though, 200 megabytes. Yeah, fuck it, 200 megabytes of THC is one gummy, and then you have a small fucking person, a fucking child, eat a whole bag of those on accident. Damn, yeah, man, maybe.
You might get in
But I
danger
don't know
zone.
what that
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah, but I also don't know
Fuck
what that
yeah.
really
Might get in the
means.
danger zone.
If
I don't know about
If that's what
You might
you're,
be
I was
that
saying you were
point.
watching fucking, in the last couple of years, like, years ago when I was in school, I did a paper, I did the research, and I saw that, I found the actual facts of like, you had to smoke X amount of, it was hundreds and hundreds of joints, in one 24-hour period, and it was an impossibility, But cut to today with,
How the
concentrates and all the different shit. If a young
Especially those
person, child,
oils.
because I also said like cut to, I've seen that news stories make it out there, and we were saying it's possible propaganda, but it was about these kids that actually did overdose on thinking it was just handy and eating some concentrates, and so what that would actually mean though, like how does that affect somebody to that point of, what that was supposed to be, 700
That's fucked
joints, or now eating a few candies, having that small body weight. But like, what does that mean? Cocaine will fucking maybe make your heart beat too fast, have a heart attack. Heroin and opiates will maybe slow your shit down and make you die that way. Really, I'm wondering right now in a moment of like, what that would even look like, THC overdose in anybody. Or something like that. I wonder what the fuck that actually.
Well,
At least
it's
in
like
my
it's like
experience,
really
just
high,
high anxiety. Just high anxiety. That's
almost like that, like your brain fucking gets so scared that it makes you.
you can make your heart race.
Yeah,
I mean,
heart
typically just smoking in general, whether it be cigarettes or whatever.
That's what I'm saying, like, dude, up until a certain point, it was an impossibility
Nobody's
to overdose from THC, but I think in the last like year or two.
But at the same time, I look at it as like there's a lot of bad things. There's a lot of bad things, bad versions of anything that's good. So like with the kid reference right now, what I'm thinking is like it's cool to have pools, but how many kids have died in pools?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's like a bad to like everything, like.
Oh yeah, man.
So it's like, but it's got to the point where you're taking your data of it. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, it wasn't common with marijuana, but now it's there's actual data out there that proves anything.
I got like a fucking desert scene going on right here, bro. Look at that shit, bro. Look at that shit. Yeah.
He's in the doors and shit.
Right?
Got a
Those
fucking
dudes
desert.
look
Look,
pyramids and
it's like the desert. I've been moving it around back and
Yeah,
forth.
right. It's dope, right?
Doing
You
it
start
back and
talking.
forth.
You know what it reminds me
Little
of?
stick figure in there.
A white elephant.
It reminds me of like Phoenix.
Someone gave me that shit because they didn't want it. But
Phoenix,
hey,
and
it's
Sedona.
dope.
Hey, the Red Rocks look like that.
Yeah.
In Las Vegas, like kind of that color.
Right.
And the
Hell
canyons
yeah.
have all that
Arizona.
same color.
Oh, you and your girl be hiking, right?
Man, dude, I love hiking, bro.
The hiking's dope.
That shit's dope,
right,
man.
right.
Yeah,
Shave
yeah,
hiking
man.
the Smoky Mountains
Yeah.
was dope.
Oh, yeah?
That's
Yeah.
fucking awesome, bro.
Yeah, I want to do like something like really crazy though, man. Yeah, that's what I want to do, man. But we need like a professional to like guide you.
Oh,
you
no,
know,
that
like-
kind of shit.
Yeah.
That's something too.
I wouldn't do something crazy that crazy by myself.
Would you
Like,
sleep- would you
hey,
sleep
but I
outside
did
like
climb
that?
the ore wall.
Oh.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. When they first put those things up, I went all the way up there, bro.
No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
We saw a fucking dude do it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
went up there,
they
bro.
climbed.
And I was like, holy fuck, when I got to the top, I was like, fuck, I was really fucking scared, man. But I was like, man, I'm gonna just fucking come down like regular and shit, like you're walking down the stairs.
My head,
and shit.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, and that's the way I did it. I wasn't really like going up and like stopping and being like, hey, like no, I was just like just doing it, like
Keep climbing it.
yeah.
Don't think about it.
I
Just
went up
Oh,
there.
but
and
you're
shit.
tall as hell, bro. You went up there in 2 steps.
Kind
bro.
of fast.
Spider-Man. He fucking jumped.
So you're a fan of nature.
Yeah, I know somebody else. Damn, I forgot which guy had posted the picture, but one of the homies also had climbed it with no safety harness.
Oh, wow.
And he got pictures of when he was up there.
Well, we saw somebody. Remember? We saw somebody climb it all the way to the top.
Yeah,
and just
no
chilled
harness.
up there.
Oh yeah, it was wild. Do you know how tall that
Did you
is?
smoke a Gandalf pipe?
That wall? Yeah, I don't know how.
That might have. He got an Xbox achievement. Bloop. Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty. That Orwell's pretty tall, pretty high.
I looked it up because it's from the last couple of years, dude. So a mother got charged in her child's death
Oh shit, we're back to
only
that.
because.
Oh, we're back on the drugs.
Damn, I thought we left. I thought he was gonna give me the Orwell. He's like the Orwell's 150 feet. He's like,
What I
nah.
was saying was kind of wrong. I kept on saying like, yeah, there was cases where it's because of that, but no, even in those cases, it still isn't
Oh,
for
like a
sure
balance,
because of
yeah.
that. Again, it's like they're pretty much saying, no, dude, you can't die from it. But again, like you said, like some propaganda
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
That's
that makes
how
sense.
I
There you
read
go.
what I read before.
I would say
'Cause
like
it's
that's probably
not-
like some
they're
political
not
shit
blaming
Skynet.
from
Yeah.
like conservatives or
Gotcha,
like
yeah.
or like
Yeah.
people that like
And
are
so
into
it
that
seems
shit,
almost
you know.
impossible. That's what it seems like. Again, it's like almost an impossibility. Even with edibles, it's still like an impossibility.
That
to
exactly
fucking die
what
from.
Shape just did is one of the key components of a podcast too, to have that guy to search.
Yeah.
Search
Right.
things up right
I don't want to
there.
talk about my ass, dude. I don't
No,
know.
that's good.
That's
I'm
perfect
about to
because then
Google
you
the
can talk about the
Hey, you
little
gotta
shit,
fact
and we have
fact
that
check
right
it.
Fact check
You
it,
gotta fact
yeah.
check it.
Right.
You know, we're talking about how like we use this device to distract us, but that right there can be used for a tool. So
It was a
Yes.
verification. It was a
learning how to wield
verification
the
of a
double-edged
statement.
sword, man. You
I
can
like-
use it to
I like
stab
double-edged
yourself
sword.
while you.
Ideas and thoughts and all this shit. that I don't know about.
Hey, but
You can
before
be like
that, you had to
fucking
have an
the Sith Lord,
encyclopedia.
fuck.
Yeah, you
Darth
had to have
Maul,
the
bro. Get
bookcase
sawed in half.
with the encyclopedia,
By
bro. You want to know about anatomy, plants, all that shit? You can look it up
I
right there.
brought it up in a couple of different conversations with these guys
Yeah.
on these podcasts. But like, dude, in those Norm Macdonald interviews, during the interview with Adam Sandler, he talks to him about that, and Adam Sandler talks about the Hanukkah song that he did on SNL. Put on your yarmulke, it's time for Hanukkah. Dude, so he writes a whole song in the 90s, early 90s, and he's like, in the lyrics talking about specific celebrities who are Jewish. But if he's writing lyrics at a certain point, it happened a couple times, he's writing the song and he starts to want to use a certain person's name, but it's like, wait, is that person Jewish? And there was no internet. So they have to put the song on pause until
Oh, wow.
they can
Until they
go
find
find
out?
out if that person is Jewish. Through other means, not the internet. Pre-internet, early 90s shit.
Yeah, where they-
And so he
Hey, he sent a
tells
carrier
Mark that
pigeon.
whole story of that having to like actually look up those celebrities that weren't for sure, and then having to like just for the sake of writing that one song that was just gonna get played on a fucking
people collect books and magazines and like information like more back in the day because they needed to have all that knowledge like stored somewhere for moments like that. Like, oh, maybe we have an article we could look up at the fuck on Time magazine or something.
Last time he was here, so there's that AI chat box shit now. We were
I've used it before.
Aaron and Miguel were talking about it last time because Miguel follows all the new tech shit and everything. There's this AI chat box.
You can write whatever
it's
you
like
want.
it's an adaptive AI program, and you can just sit there and like damn near like you're just having a conversation, but they'll keep on going back to you. They'll have responses.
You can have it write anything.
And so you can have it write anything. Now you can say the same way you can do the artwork. Yeah, hey, write me a Chief Keef song, but in the methods of Shakespeare.
So exactly. And I've done that. I did one where it was like write something and
now it's a fucking Shakespearean Chief Keef verse written out, and then I'll do it.
But it's still very robotic. But the fact that it's doing it and you can keep refining it with everything you start typing after the
check this
result.
out. It's already to this.
Keeps adapting. It's fucking
so it's already
nuts.
to this though. Like we were just talking about school, motherfuckers are already using that to write their papers.
Oh yeah, so
and so now they've already had to introduce new updates and fucking programs that can
Humans learning.
That's what I was listening to today. That's exactly man. What the fuck is his name?
Lex Friedman.
What's interesting about that too, even going back to the school and the educational system, how it even just flunked during the pandemic. It's just like maybe this is finally that
what
change.
Did you say?
Lex
that
Friedman.
change that's finally twisting this to fucking.
So who is this guy?
He's a Russian MIT
schools,
scientist.
Oh man,
so he deals with robotics, AI,
and search like analog data, so to speak. But
that guy's smart.
Yeah, he's smart as hell.
That's a smart fellow.
It's crazy.
Right there.
We all have the knowledge. We've become like this one fucking.
He's a cool dude.
Hub of information that anyone can access. So it's just like writing these papers are kind of pointless because you can always instantly access that information. I get it, it's for repetition and study so you know it in your head.
Yeah.
But when you have this device, it's crazy. It's I don't know if it's making us smarter, making us evolve. It's probably all of it, or making us dumb.
All of it. I think we're learning as we're going.
I don't think it's making us dumb. It may seem like it at
can.
first,
It has the
because
potential
it's going
too.
against the natural ideals.
It has the potential
It's
too.
all of it. It's definitely.
It's gotta be, right?
It's everything.
Because certain
It's
people
everything.
will
So
know
certain
how to
people
use
will
it.
abuse it. Certain
Just like
people.
I was explaining the phone. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. It's one.
Any technology before this.
Everything has a start.
Shit.
We're gonna do the intro in the middle. We are here in 93 Studios with Senor Dtel. Yes. Thank you for letting us do this. Yeah. Thank you for letting us do this, senors. While you guys are here, Aaron, can you describe this man, your influences, your introduction with him, I think he's a dope artist, but I know you have a different perspective.
Bada bang, bada boom.
Yes. Hey.
Man, again, I can
Tony Cannoli.
Tony Cannoli.
Right out the
If you're
gate.
worthy to really know him, then you're meant to know him. And from what I've known so far and what he's allowed me to experience, he's a fucking humble, fucking true artist, true passionate father, and a good ass fucking person. A family dude. And he's fucking dope.
I played soccer with
But
your fucking kid.
in a nutshell, you gotta know him to know him. So I somewhat know him, and cheers to that. Thank you for.
Salud.
Oh yeah.
Senor Shape, I'm gonna steal you for a little bit. How did you come to meet your influence of Senor Dtel? It's a little mini intro.
So before I tell the quick, easy, cool-ass artist meeting artist story when we were adults, I'll take it back a little decade plus before. We just learned this information.
Some context.
In the last few months. And it's not even context. It's just some weird fucking, life shit. It really is fucking amazing. Vanessa Bly reminded us a few months ago
that it was possible that we all stood up in a Keen's together when we were shorties.
What the
And
fuck?
cut to, I was looking through my photo collection maybe like a week later, looking for photos of Hector Don Diego, who had just passed, and I thought I had photos with him from when we were in grammar school, but then I came across photos from our homie Lena's Keen's, and there's a picture.
Oh, I saw
of
that
me.
photo, bro.
That shit was and I'm dancing with Vanessa.
Can we see it too?
Yeah, I wanna see it.
Dtel
we see it?
dancing with somebody. And
Detail, you don't got
We're
that
gonna
one
make
on
a
your phone?
nice little video clip.
Oh, bro,
You were dancing with Vanessa?
Once you see this photo, it's like, how the fuck was it? How did they capture both of them?
So that was
both
like
of their fucking
that was like
faces, bro.
early, yeah.
That's kinda
again as a
wild,
film
yeah.
photo. That's pre.
I want to see that
phones
shit.
and internet and all that shit.
Holy
So
fuck.
I knew
Pre-internet.
detail back then during Keen's age, around whenever that is, 15, 16. But then we probably shook hands. Oh yeah, at the end of the night, fucking when it went down, and then I didn't see him again for years and years and years. And that's what I'm gonna cut to while he finds the picture and shit. I was already at Under the Bridge for a minute, and I actually think it was actually after I had already left there, and then was maybe even over here for a little bit. It was it was right around. It was before here. It was before 9/3, so it was right before that though. It was like that. It was the same thing. Separating, coming back together, and Roman let us know like, oh yeah, hey, Dtel is gonna come over here, and he's got a show going on. All vinyl show first, right? I believe, yeah. So
no, cat matches color.
Cap matches color. That was the first one.
We had,
Which
like,
one was that one?
We had burgers outside.
Oh, and then what was it though? What was the medium and stuff?
Oh, no, that was a different one.
Under the bridge.
The first one was cat matches color, and then we did the vinyl show. No, the cardboard show, or the vinyl show.
I think vinyl and then cardboard.
That one was pretty dope.
What was Cap Match's color?
It was just a big ass.
So that was the
Show,
first one
yeah,
you did
yeah,
over there
yeah.
under the bridge. So that one was the first one, I guess. And really, I'd have to like see because I wasn't there for that one, but I feel that it's sounding familiar and really like I just have to see some of the pieces of art or what it was because I think I saw some of that stuff through Roman. But then, whenever that time came, it was right before I think we were going to come over here to 9/3, and then Roman was. Linking up with Dtel to throw a big group show over there under the bridge, and I believe the first one that I remember being there for was that vinyl show, because I think there was maybe a couple vinyl shows, vinyl and then cardboard and then vinyl.
That's how I
Something
got
like
introduced
that.
to
It was
over
a bunch
here.
of, yeah, exactly. And then you were so you weren't at that first one. You were at the vinyl one or the cardboard one?
The vinyl one.
Vinyl one. So then maybe it was the cardboard one first. It was either or.
Well, I know it was the cardboard one.
Cardboard one first, and then the vinyl one. Oh yeah,
But
because the vinyl
I
was.
think maybe Detail did other shows. Maybe.
And I never
Bro,
left.
I found it.
Yes.
Bro, I found it. It's crazy.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
this is a photo.
No, this was the Cap Matches color. You said.
No, this is the photo.
Oh, from there. Oh yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, dude. I gotta see this again. Dude, this is
And
ridiculous.
so I have that picture at the house, and it's me and Dtel in the same picture from
Look at-
whenever we
dude,
were like
they're both
15.
in it, like.
Yeah, right there.
That's insane.
Vanessa
man.
Blythe.
That's
Vanessa
crazy.
Blythe's right there.
That's it. That's me right there.
Tall as hell.
That's a beardless shape.
Yeah, beardless shape. Same height probably.
That looks like a supermodel, man. Look at that.
That motherfucker's got that crazy eye looking somewhere. He's dancing with a girl, but he's looking somewhere else. Damn! That shit wasn't good enough. Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
What'd you do like that, bro?
And then I don't know who you. I don't know.
Diana.
I think she used to live right down the street from right there,
She
too.
used to live right there on L.
She used to
Like on
break dance.
105th and
Yeah,
L.
yep, exactly. Yep. So I've been over there. I used to go over there. I used to be over there. Shit, yeah. Oh yeah.
He's like a young Crucito and shit.
Ay, Crucito.
Now, in
Did he
that
get his
picture,
placa
were you
yet?
already writing or what?
Nah, maybe. I don't even
How
know.
old were you? I was King
Yeah,
Tef,
yeah, we were in high
15
school.
years.
Yeah, we were in high school.
Yeah. Early high school.
Wow.
Well, if you were writing, what were you writing back then?
Oh, I've always wrote the same thing.
What, Dtel?
Dtel.
No, I thought you told me
IHOP.
one time.
I did
IHOP.
IHOP.
Yeah, that's what.
I did IHOP.
So it probably would have been that before the Dtel.
Yeah.
And so just to wrap up what
Yeah,
you
of
asked
course.
me about.
Yeah.
So we have that photo to remind us of the fact that we were in a Keens together when we were shorties. But then cut to maybe a good 10 years later at least. I don't know. We'd have to look up exactly the dates, but like, yeah, it was that first show back at Under the Bridge. Big group show. Roman was having a whole other show there one night, and I was there, and Dtel happened to show up too. And so I remember talking to you at Under the Bridge during a different show, and you told me about what you were about to be doing there. And I talked to you about whatever we were doing, either this way or maybe over that way still at Under the Bridge. But yeah, and then we had something ready for that group show that you did, and then yeah, it's pretty much been that ever since, man. Any group shows, I'll either have art ready, but also I've just been ready to assist Dtel with whatever he needs, man. And then the only reason I even ever felt that from the start was because you're the one of the only other people through Roman who is actually taking the time and what it takes to throw an event. Damn, big ass group show. Oh, that's a lot of work right there. Oh, you're doing this, and I could actually just make some art and just and ask some other artists. And you want me to find some other artists for you? You already have a bunch, but like if I know anybody else, boom, yeah, hell yeah, and so just start helping out and like, we got art for you for that. Just to boom, put it into the show out here because. It's always been that, trying to grow it from nothing. There's nobody out here doing things in these few years. So like the few people who are doing something, hell yeah, it stands out. The same way Mike Ramirez doing Nest Fest has stood out. I mean, shit, yeah, man. There's very few names I can name for people that consistently have done any of this type of stuff. But like, Dtel's been doing it for fucking long time now,
I have the shirt on. I'm gonna show you guys right now. I'm gonna flash you guys.
Yep.
Oh shit.
No way.
Meaning of styles.
Yeah,
Yes.
Hey, I was gonna just play.
I got the gray one.
So
I was gonna wear that shit out.
No. Them
So-
shirts is that
Thank
shit's
you,
that
thank
shit's
you,
legendary
thank
now,
you.
man.
thank you.
Yes. Hey.
So
I made like 100 of them at the end, and they all sold out.
Nice.
I sold them real cheap.
I know Maggie got one. I don't got one.
Yeah, I sold them real cheap.
I got the
I got like $15.
I got the
man.
heather gray one. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
No, you just gotta
And
wait.
it's
You
dope
gotta
'cause,
wait till
it
this
says
year's.
It says South Chicago on the bottom.
Yeah, man.
so
We
what-
gotta be, man. We
Fucking
gotta have even
the
more
fucking extreme ass diet just to
dope
wear
ass
Maggie
merch.
shirts.
There you go. Yeah, man. Hell
I'm
yeah.
mad at it. Ain't gonna fucking.
Man, I think I have
That's
some. I think
Marissa
I
who
have
told me
some.
that you guys were gonna order some.
We did. Yeah,
Some
we,
extras.
Yeah, we did. We sold out of those too.
No
Yeah.
manches.
All I have
was
is-
supposed to be on the extras list.
All I have is like kid
I thought it
size.
just never happened.
He just found out.
Small.
What genius, bro.
I want to. I'm trying to go in your guys' realm. I'm gonna try to Bob Ross you guys. So to me, in my perspective, this man, he's an amazing artist. I don't even know how to describe it. I ask later, how do you describe yourself like as an artist? What's your that? But you coming from the area of South Chicago, finding your own path, vibing with what you're vibing with, the culture, the hip hop, and to me, the meeting of styles that you kind of organically brought together international artists, and you brought them to South Chicago. You brought them here. You could have anywhere in the world, anywhere in Chicago. To me, that added so much like beauty and value to the area, and which is much needed. To me, that's super fucking dope. And I know this man right there, and wherever Shapeless going, he's probably painting in the back right now. Yeah. I know they have a different, unique perspective of meeting of the styles, but from your perspective, what is the meeting of the styles? How did that come together? How did that become a thing, man? How did you manifest that?
Man, it's just people coming together and painting. You know, it's a party to be creative. You know, that's the way I look at it. Like, you're gonna come over here and be like super creative, and you're gonna paint, and you can do something dope. You know, and that's the mentality that everybody comes with, I guess. Fuck yeah, man! Everybody came to fucking burn. You know, there were people here like 3 weeks after like doing final touch-ups. And
Yeah,
like,
let's
and
just say
like,
MOS was fucking a month long.
Yeah, people took the time to come out here and do.
It's beautiful art.
Yeah,
Beautiful,
yeah.
beautiful pieces.
So it's just like a gathering. It's a gathering of artists that like come for a weekend and paint graffiti, characters, portraits, letters, a little bit of everything. Yeah, but people came from like different countries. Europe. There's a guy from like Germany here. Wow. There was the guy from Thailand, Mexico City.
Oh wow.
A bunch of people from like Iowa and like Tennessee. I think somebody came from Tennessee. Yeah, Sob 93 came from Tennessee. That's where he lives. A few guys from Texas and Cali also was here.
Right.
You know, and
It's your Voyager, bro.
and everybody in Chicago came in and supported and painted and ate and drank a bunch of beer and had fun and smoked a lot of weed and
A lot of art.
we got a parade. We got like a bonus. We got a bonus. We had a parade.
Yeah.
Mexican Independence Parade,
Oh yeah, it was dope, man.
which is like that's one of the.
Where you standing?
That's like old school, like South Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Like
That's a staple,
parade,
man.
You know.
Yeah.
It ends on
used to
100th
fucking
Street. It ends on 100th Street, and it
do the
starts on
parade all the
87. Hyman's, Ace Hardware.
Were you there standing out with us when we were out?
Yeah.
Do you remember John G out there?
John G.
Yeah, John with the fucking skulls and all the shit that he makes.
John, yeah.
Bro,
He had like a staff, bro. Like,
Do you remember when the school and the nuns were passing by? He was blowing the devil whistle fucking with the snap top, bro. It was amazing, bro.
Wait, what?
It was so cinematic. It was fucking phenomenal.
Did you get a picture?
Yeah, no
one
one
recorded
visual
that?
image of the whole experience,
my
man.
God, dude.
He was looking there like
We gotta scan
dude, he
your
was,
brain.
He was snapping, bro. It was just a whole performance, bro. It was awesome. I was
But he
hyping
loves
the
that
whole
shit,
time.
bro.
Oh wow.
It was sick, bro. It was sick because he had his contacts out for.
Yeah, he was.
He was just all dressed in black,
I love that dude, bro.
Oh, yeah, real into
We did-
his
we
art,
did-
man.
we-
It was fucking
We
dope.
did one of these with him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been invited to like everything that we've done. Like he's been hit up. Right?
Yeah.
He's
Hit up John.
One of the guys.
Hit
bro.
up John. He'll
the
come
guys.
and like he'll set up. Bro, he'll come with totes. He'll come with totes, a tent.
Oh, that
and he'll
motherfucker's
just
ready to
have
go.
shit everywhere, and then he'll have a story for like everything that he does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, man, like this was talking to me, and this was
Yeah.
saying this, and I'll be like, all right, bro, and shit, like, so you want to smoke and shit?
Yeah, he usually has one.
Yeah, he has one himself
Bloop.
always.
Yeah, he always shares.
We just share and
He's
we
cool
share
peoples, man.
knowledge.
Oh yeah.
Meaning of styles, meaning of knowledge.
But it's dope. It's dope because like, man, even though like there's a bunch of like the finished product is dope art. Like even before that, like we had a bunch of people come and like help out and like clean this whole area.
Hell yeah,
Nobody comes and cleans up none of this shit. Like you'll be surprised like how nobody cleans up their own hood. Man, if we was to like clean up our own hood, man, all our neighborhoods would look dope. We would have dope trees, dope plants. We would have nature. It would be like a renaissance of like just like a bunch of dope shit happening, But like nobody, ain't nobody can really like take the time to like really clean up some bullshit, man. People are so busy, man.
So busy.
But-
Busy, yeah.
but-
And it's easier. It's way easier to litter
Oh yeah.
than to like clean up.
Clean up.
So we had people come and like clean up from like 93rd all the way to the tire shop, bro.
Wow.
We went from the alley all the way to the alley and cleaned up the whole fucking alley. We're talking about construction bags of like materials that people were dumping, tires, trees, like landscaping motherfuckers coming over here and dumping their garbage. Yes. You know how many bottles of whiskey, tequila, gin, beer, oh, yup, bottles of piss, man, gets thrown out here.
Yikes.
Man,
With this whole half a chicken.
when you litter in your neighborhood, like that's kind of like sending a message saying that you don't give a fuck about where you live.
Yeah, it's sad.
Man, bro, I get mad when I see trash in front of my crib. I be like, man, what the fuck? And it's been there for like 2-3 days, but it'll be like on my neighbor's side, and they won't pick it up. So by the time the wind comes, like it'll land in front of my crib. Bro, I don't give a fuck, man. I'll go out there and pick up all that shit, man. Beer cans. I just picked up a fucking gallon of milk, bro. That was in the fucking, yes.
A full gallon of milk.
Nah, it was like an empty gallon. You know what I'm saying?
Had some cheese on the side.
It was all fucked up, man. It looked crazy, but I
shit had some
picked it up
creme
and I
brulee.
threw it away. Like it only takes a
that
few
ain't
seconds.
shit.
Yeah.
But I want to give a shout out to you guys, Shapeless. I've known you guys started
Yes.
out of nowhere, just cleaning up the area.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of starting that little spark that is
Right.
like,
Oh.
maybe we should clean up.
Yeah.
You know,
so
maybe
we're
yeah.
cleaning up, like we're
Yeah.
cleaning up all the
So,
garbage.
shout
and
out to you
we're
guys,
making
man.
it like nice, look, you know, presentable at least.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people may not understand like what that is, and that's okay, you know. But they can always ask.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know, you could always ask, hey,
Yeah.
like, what is that? Like, have questions, like, and then like, hey, I'll sit out there and I'll explain it to you,
Right.
because people think that it's like, oh, they're gonna go tag, like, that has a stigma of like being like gang graffiti or some
Right.
bullshit, you know,
yeah.
but it's more than that, you know.
Yeah.
You know, we got Max and Cujo and Rom Static, you know, all these.
Amazing
That
artists.
shit's dope as fuck just to have that right there.
Absolutely.
People don't know that like that's there, you know. Like,
Right.
but people that pass through here, they don't know who that. You know, they don't have an idea of who that is.
But it's still amazing to see because I did like 3 of them, the meeting of styles, and it was always nice to see the people from the neighborhood. Because a lot of times when you do events, you see the same kind of age group, the same kind of like people almost that look alike come to these shows. So this was an event where like people from the local neighborhood came in.
Oh yeah, there
and
was some
experienced a whole new.
Diverse age
Like they
range.
like you woke up their eyes like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
This is here, like oh, this is
Especially when
amazing.
we did it in the east side.
Right.
Like people came and like with their families and they were kind of like iffy.
Yeah.
But they were going around like taking pictures of the shit, you know,
Yeah.
like posing, like asking for autographs.
Oh,
like,
shit, autograph.
Yeah, I seen a guy getting. I seen like a guy just fucking getting his fucking shirt signed and shit.
Oh shit.
From all the guys, and by the time he was done, that shit was probably filled up.
Wow.
I mean, he was probably, you know, like just a guy that was really impressed with what was going on. He felt the need that he needed to do that shit.
That's crazy.
But that's dope to have. I would love to have something like that.
That's a
Yeah.
one-on-one
A fucking
shit.
T-shirt of like everybody's
Everybody.
signature.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's dope, bro.
But
The best I have so far is that book.
Oh yeah, we got the black books.
Oh,
But a T-shirt, man, that's
Yeah.
dope. That's like getting the Bulls jersey signed by all the basketball players, you know.
You started it. We had those fucking Meeting of Styles 2019 posters, and
Yeah.
you got
oh shit.
you got a couple of dope signatures again for the same reasons to this day.
Yeah.
and you know the majority of all these artists personally on personal
yes,
level.
Yeah.
Right.
And to me, you're more of a more in-person talk instead of online. So you
Yeah.
have an organic relationship with a
Yeah.
majority of these
Oh
artists.
yeah, like I could say that everybody that came painted here, I've painted with them at least once or twice, or more than once. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
So what's your favorite?
If not, like probably the first time, or. But that's the way you like create relationships, and you're
Hell
able
yeah.
to like,
It's a Voyager
hey
right there.
man, like hit me up, like.
Your
paint-
favorite mediums? Spray paint.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's what you like, painting, or what? What do you like most?
Yeah, spray paint. I mean, it's an outdoor medium, so you gotta use spray paint.
That's your jam.
Yeah, that's the shit. You know,
Yeah.
you use rollers,
Yeah.
suspension, fucking fire extinguishers, and shit like that. spray can is dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
It was amazing to watch everyone set up the whole process. It's a whole science and art put together.
Yeah.
To
There's
prime
like mini
the wall.
group chats amongst
Yeah.
people, you know, like organizing, like the little crews, like organizing, like, hey, brainstorming what we're gonna paint, the color schemes,
Even
you
the
know,
brainstorming
like,
process.
what's up, like the materials. We need one guy right here to do this. We need another guy to do this. Like, and at the end, it comes together. But then there's some people that just come and do like their own shit.
Yeah.
You know,
How do you brainstorm
man,
before a few?
a lot of times it's just freestyling.
Oh.
Yeah, freestyle. I think freestyling is the best. Like, okay, like you pull up to the spot and you try to figure out like, hey man, you know, we're gonna go here. You go there because this kind of looks like your spot. You go here and then and it comes together better.
I want to jump in here. Dtel's best pieces of art that I have witnessed in my time being around him in all these last years is Meeting of Styles as a whole. Meeting of Styles 2019, Meeting of Styles 2020. Was that the
Different
one during
canvas,
pandemic?
not a
Hold on,
wall.
let me ask. 2020, was that when everything was shut down, or you went out to Pilsen
I think
somewhere
that was
else?
2021.
2021?
Yeah, 21. Yeah.
That was East Side.
Or I did one in Pilsen too. Like
So it was 2020. So from Meeting of Styles 2019 over here on 93rd, 2020 everything got shut down. It actually got shut down out here and wasn't allowed, and Dtel had to go out to Pilsen, to another part of Chicago, and go and make it happen out there. 2020. 2021 got pushed over to the east side and made an even bigger, more space, more stuff being painted effort. And then 2022 back over here last year. Like, yeah, man, I love every single, all the little single pieces of artwork from Dtel, but nah, man, all his biggest and best pieces are actually throwing and making happen those Meeting of Styles since 2019 every year, man. I mean, it's none of us have done that, man.
Yeah.
None of us have done that.
Yeah, because like you said, the majority of all these artists, amazing artists, you have a relationship with them.
I'm in all those situations. I'm still just an outsider, but I try to hold myself up to really some unbelievable standards during those times every year, and I don't even think about it, man. I think Dtel just mentioned it a little while ago, right before I jumped in. On the flyer, this last one, 2022, said it was going to be 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but this last Meeting of Styles was like 13 or 14 or 15 consecutive nonstop days of at least a few artists coming over here. And it's something else completely. This last one, it really did take the cake. It really did outdo all the last ones. And even all the last ones was just some unheard of, never done before things since 2019, September. It's September every year. And it's really unbelievable. And
yeah,
interesting. It's even hard to talk about it. I'm sure to hear how
Spoiler
Dtel talks
alert.
about it. It's like, we're still just trying to figure out how to talk about it. But I am not a graffiti artist, and we're over here. We really put in a lot of time and effort and energy into making those Meeting of Styles events be as best as humanly possible, as best as we know how to make it happen, as best as humanly possible from us. And we're over here with no resources, all the wall space, and some of the best ideas and energy that I would imagine anybody could ever ask for, man.
because
He's the
we've
mastermind,
had,
pretty
you
much,
know,
right?
To
How
be able
would
to
you
do
describe him?
anything for what? Since what I say? Where are we in 2023? I
He
said
just
since
threw the
2019.
biggest art
So
party.
We're in
That's a bunch of
2040.
Art
yeah,
party.
That's a lot of.
That's
That's a countless
be your own
amount
fucking
of
sample machine.
hours
Yeah.
of work put in
Give me meatwad. You got
to
meatwad?
just making
dead.
South Chicago and the East Side look better. That is an unbelievable amount of time and effort, energy, money, resources put into this revitalization out here.
I like
since
that word,
2019.
revitalization.
And I definitely put my man Dtel right there at the
absolutely.
absolute head of that. The only other person beyond that would be Roman Villarreal, again, for putting in all the work, non-stop consecutive work since before any of us in this room were born, to be able to lead us to this position and this point in where we're
It's
at.
like a
you
group
know?
effort.
It's a big group effort.
It's
for
a lot
sure.
of different people that
Wu-Tang.
There's a lot of people out there that we don't know about that are probably doing some really dope work too.
Yeah,
But there's a lot of community organizers in the neighborhood that do a lot of dope shit, man.
Countries,
absolutely.
Yeah.
all that
Man, like
underground
big
shit,
shout out to
man.
like Olga. She does like a lot of dope shit.
Yeah.
Vanessa and like her people, they do a bunch of dope shit.
For sure, man.
There's plenty of
Sue Garza, outside of even politics, Sue Garza does a lot of things for these neighborhoods. Sarah Ward from Sky Art, outside of what she does at Sky Art, like since always, man. Sky Art and Sarah Ward just celebrated their like 25th year anniversary. Non-stop work and artwork and dedication and investment into this neighborhood and these neighborhoods.
Wow.
Shit, 25 non-stop years. Some people out here ready to cash out after their 30-year anniversary. Yep. Let me just get what I can and then I'm done. Yeah, no, man. 25 years, and even that, Roman was one of the first teachers there at Sky Art because he was already 25 years deep even then, maybe, you know. So it's awesome. It's not everybody, and we don't need everybody to, you know, do all that. It helps. We love, you know. It's love when everybody comes and can support, even just people listening to these.
Yeah.
Roman taught me in one of the last conversations, like, yeah, a few years ago, there's a lot of people that wouldn't even want to hear what any of us feel or think.
Now they're asking me.
And now they're asking Roman, and now everybody wants to hear what he has to say and to see how that has affected him already, you know. That's wild, man. And so it made me really think about it.
Bob Ross time.
Yeah, and I love it. And people in these conversations in this room, like, yeah, it's people. We spend our time doing everything, you know, to try to better something, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's, you know, we're still trying to figure out how to put words to it and what it is and all that stuff ourselves. But like, oh yeah, nah, man, we're just trying to better as much of our surroundings and as many people around us as we can. We don't know what's truly driving us. I look at Roman that way. I look at Rafa and Popcorn that way.
Man.
Brickheads and the
Eddie
hip hop
Edwards.
movement, you know. In the last conversation at Roman's house, or you know, however all this stuff is gonna come about to the listener, like
It's all
Roman brought it up
jumbled.
about how you know it's about being able to pass it on. Everybody's gonna be a teacher at some point, and you know.
I think
What are you gonna teach? That's the real question.
well, from a different perspective, like you guys said, there's amazing artists in the area, and a lot of people don't know. But I believe you guys are giving them the opportunity to know, because if you actually take time and look at this artwork, it's amazing. It's beautiful. You can see the skill and talent, and it's in our neighborhoods. And I believe that might spark the next, or that might take someone to the next level, or someone might look up an artist. So you guys are giving them an opportunity to learn something and dive deeper in, because it is in something so beautiful. It's in our neighborhood that sometimes cannot be beautiful. So to have that, I think it might that can revitalize an area that needs some much needed tender love and care. So to me, you guys are doing something dope because you guys are bringing awareness to, you're bringing the artists that already have 25 years, so many years in the game, and you're bringing them here, you're bringing them together. And when we see it with you guys as 93 Studios, when that creativity flows together, dope shit happens, man. Dope shit happens. And it's pretty cool to see what you guys are doing. It's pretty cool to see the meeting of styles and how it's growing and how it's evolving, and you guys working together. Yes. And that's growing and evolving, and it's pretty dope to see, man. I hope I make you cry on the inside.
No.
No, you guys are
devastated.
You guys are from my perspective, you guys are doing some pretty dope shit. You're bringing awareness to a lot of this, the area much needed, and again, not only are you learning, but you're also teaching on multiple levels. You're open to teach, which is pretty cool. Wu-Tang. How do you feel about the current state of art in our area? Seeing Shapelesses, all this art on commercial, on the viaducts you have legendary artists, their shit's on. How do you feel seeing that in somewhere where you grew up?
Yeah, it's dope to see all that stuff. You go from like not being able to have like any art around for a few pieces to, being able to see different things. Like it's a big movement forward. But yeah.
I'm gonna ask you right now, perfect segue. If you were the mayor of Chicago.
Oh my God.
That's not for real. You grew up in South Chicago, man. You've seen it. So how would you, if you had a magic wand, blank check, how would you bring a positive change, or however you want to word it, to an area to bring it up?
Man, dude, it's hard, man. I think that's a hard job.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. I think even to have the job like an alderman or an alderwoman, like I think that's like a really stressful job, and you're only like dealing with like a little bit of community, because you have like all these different. Even we're so small, everybody has different ideas. Imagine if you was to like be in charge of a big like city like Chicago. Man, like this place is huge.
Absolutely.
Right.
And it's filled with like underfunded programs, like mental health. You gotta I think that's like the number one thing that people don't realize that is going on, and to be able to deal with all those problems and to be able to like house all these people, and then like construction. I mean, not only that, but you have construction and then like other politics and then like violence.
Right.
And fuck,
to
man.
deal with all that.
That's a big fucking responsibility. That's a big responsibility. And I think if you don't have like the right people around you,
oh yeah,
like it'll probably be even like a worse experience than it already is. And man, how do you fix problems like the problems that we're having? I don't know, man, because fuck, seems that they're trying everything, like,
right,
and they can't figure it out. They lost. I mean, they put all the fucking leaders in jail. They put all the fucking leaders in jail, and those were the ones that had like kind of like rule. And I don't want to say rule, but like influence over like a lot of these fucking people out here. Mm-hmm. And then you tear down these buildings and you displace people, into different neighborhoods, and you're creating like different problems. Like, man, the root of the violence is like fucking. It's a lot. It's a lot. That's a lot to handle. So, man, how do you deal, and how do you become like a better mayor? Fuck, I don't know. Maybe like listen to people.
Yeah. Well, maybe not be a better mayor, but how would you, like, if you can, a specific question, maybe like beautify South Chicago, the East Side, our general. Absolutely. No, you go. No, go ahead.
I think he's already doing it.
Yes, that was my yes.
I think actions speak louder than words, and if you can see actions and what he's done. He's already doing it. He don't have to be mayor. You know.
Beautifying the neighborhood through art.
That was what.
That works. That works.
Yeah, bro, he's doing it.
That works.
That was one of my endpoints that it kind of like took my air out of my. I was trying to build it. No, I'm sorry.
Fucking intercepted that shit.
You intercepted it. That's all.
Who's my field goal kicker? It's gonna be Robbie Gold.
Intercepted. I wanted to build it up, but he's fucking. He's like, hey man, I know what's gonna happen at the end of the movie.
Block this shit.
No, but one of my end things was gonna be, I think, art. Art is one of those universal things, like breakdancing. It can be a universal language that can potentially, one, beautify, bring awareness, and kind of bring a positive change. I asked Roman and all these guys, do you think art can be a form of a therapy? And I'm going to ask you the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm going to build on that.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think like art, like beautifying places through art is dope, you know? Yeah. And maybe there's like therapeutic like healing through that, you know? So, I mean, it'll be impossible to like fill every fucking space with art, but like at least have it around.
Right.
Will probably create like a sense of relief for like a lot of people to be able to see something different instead of like the everyday struggle. Maybe, you know.
Yeah.
I think that would work.
What has art done for you personally in your life, in your journey as a human being that a spirit came, boop, and you're living through?
Yeah, I use it as therapeutic also. But like just being able to like meet people and vibe and do shit like that that's what keeps me going at least.
See, that's what I love about that, like that the Voyager part of you. Like you just learn knowledge from everywhere you go. Yeah. So like I remember you told the story about going to St. Louis, and there was like a church, but they made it to like a skate park.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh my God, talk about that.
Man, it was like a big like Roman Catholic church, like a big fucking cathedral.
Yeah, I remember he sent me some photos or something.
And they took all the seats out that motherfucker, and the only thing they left in it was the altar.
Oh.
Yeah, like stone, like stone altar, and it was all broken. Like they had like try to break it.
Like dude, that shit look dope.
They built a half pipe in there.
They had a burnt ramp in that bitch. They had a whole little park in there.
Yes, it was dope. I'm gonna pull up. I think I have.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
Those are the dope experiences that I like.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. And it was like the nuns. What is that called? The convict, where the nuns lived.
Oh shit!
So it was like the big church, like a big giant church, and then like it was like church buildings, and then like a big like church school.
Yeah.
And then the house where like the father lived, or the
so
man.
Everything was there.
Everything was like right there. So when we pulled up, like it was all nice.
Oh.
It was weird, like Our Lady of Guadalupe.
Right.
You pull up and you're like, oh man, like where the fuck is this spot? And then you open the door, and it was. Man, I went to church when I was younger, bro. I'm Catholic.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did my first communion. I did all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't really care about religion like that. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh, soy bien religioso, or don't talk about God like that. I have conversations about that shit all the time with different people, different points of views on God and all that shit.
Exactly.
So
Aliens.
So when I first walked in there, I kind of felt like, oh shit, like this is crazy, like kind of like almost like disrespectful. Okay. Yeah, like wow, this kind of disrespectful. But like that feeling went away like really fast, and I was like, man, so the fuck what? Like, so the fuck what? Like, like I kind of like shit went away, and I was like, so the fuck what? Like, man, the fucking Catholic Church has done some horrible things in the past and present, and still doing.
That's a whole nother podcast.
You know, like that's some more other shit. You know, but Yeah, it was all
Hey, I'm
fucking.
the
It
same
was
way,
all
bro.
tagged. It was all fucking tagged on the inside.
Right.
I fucking tagged the fuck out of that church everywhere, and they had a half pipe and they were doing dope skateboarding tricks and all that stuff.
God damn.
That's
Just
part of the culture, man. The skate.
Yeah.
To me, at least, it is. It's like breakdancing, art, and art. It's
If
a
I
whole
could-
other multi-thing.
Yeah, if I can
Graffiti,
be someone to
skateboarding.
interject on that whole
Yeah.
ideal, it's just like me being someone who used to skate. Like, it's that same idea of what you're exactly saying. It's just like it's just you. You are the artist of this skateboard, and
Yes.
you
Yeah.
are, the
Yeah.
person.
That's the
And it's
outside
just
of the
you.
church.
It's,
Uh-huh.
How much time
Oh,
did
it's
you
dope.
put
Yeah,
into
that's
your
it.
craft?
That's by the library,
to be
right?
successful, to land these tricks. How much time did you put in to be an artist, to be a successful artist, or just even
Bro, you gotta
just
send
to
that to us.
evolve your art from where it once began? Like, that's what was so dope about skateboarding. It was one of the
Yeah.
first practices that it was up to me to be better.
Yes.
It was up to me to be
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the thing
The
was,
time you put in,
the rewarding
practice.
side
Yeah.
of it, it was where it was the physicality.
Yeah.
You're getting these endorphins because it's like exercise and it's going through that shit. You know
Yeah.
what it's like.
Exactly.
Tony.
Absolutely.
You know, so you would get that reward and that dopamine kick when you would
Boom.
land a trick and your heart's racing.
Yeah.
So
That-
again, I see, like, I've never done any graph, but I'm sure when they're doing illegal shit, their hearts are pumping because they're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Banks.
Should we just climb this fence and we're hitting this fucking spot up and
This
we don't know
train
if
yard.
cops are coming? Like, what
Yeah.
the? And again, it's that adrenaline
Yeah,
rush
absolutely.
along with the art making or along with the.
Yes.
And that skateboarding and art coincide in that shit where you have to be that individual and
And also, like from
push
my
yourself to
perspective,
develop.
each one of you guys are you dive into your craft. You spend hours and you spend time perfecting or constantly evolving or moving to get better. And you're always moving, you know. Sorry to use shape, but you guys are constantly, like, in a way, shapeless, always moving and everything. It's cool to see from an outsider's perspective, you guys moving as artists, constantly moving, creating different things, and it's not just graffiti. Sometimes it's multiple levels, multiple forms. That's pretty dope.
So like those experiences, like those are the kind of shit that I fucking love to hear when you talk and shit. Because there's been other trips, like you just talking about Mexico,
Yeah.
and the whole different experience of being over there and shit.
Yeah, I went to in November. I went to this. I got invited to this event, and it wasn't in Mexico City. It was in Chalco de Covarrubias. Yeah, and it's like
What the fuck?
it's like outside the city, and it's like I look at it like the real Mexico, like how everybody really lives, like
Right.
not like the tourists, you know, downtown,
City
like
folk.
not the city shit, not the nice bars and the fancy tacos and all that shit. It was like the real,
tacos.
like the real
The
deal.
real tacos, the puestos outside the house.
Man, bro, it was like, man, like my friend told me that it was like the second most dangerous city, or the second most dangerous town for women.
Oh shit.
Yeah, women disappear there from all the fucking time, bro.
no
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, like human trafficking and like kidnapping.
Yeah, that shit's real.
Yeah, so we're going into like she was pretty much telling me, preparing me like this is like what we're going into and shit. Yeah, and as soon as we got off the highway, like it was like, oh shit, fucking hood as fuck, slums, you know?
Yeah.
And they were like, hey, if you're here for the event, like just make sure you're done like before the sun goes down. Yeah.
The warning.
Yeah, and they had put me like in a soccer court, so I was like kind of away from everybody, but I had a really good spot.
Right.
And me and my homegirl like are painting, and I tell her like, hey, I'm gonna go check out like the progress of how everybody's doing.
Yeah.
And I go around and I peek, and everybody's gone. Everybody's gone.
You already finished?
No, they got the fuck out of there. Like they were told and shit. Yeah, they were told.
5 p.m. on the dot.
Yeah,
Gone.
like as soon as the sun went down, like they were fucking gone. We were the last
On
ones out
some
of there.
Lion King shit, bro.
Man, I was like kind of tripping out. I go back and I tell my homegirl, like, hey, what's up? Like, what's going on? She was like, oh yeah, and shit, they're gone. And I was like, what about us and shit? And I was like, what the fuck? Like, should we be, you know?
What the fuck we doing?
And she was like, we cool and shit, like we cool. Because she was from there. She's from there.
Oh, she's in that town.
Yeah, she's from there. Like
Oh,
she came in, she painted here on commercial.
Yeah.
And she was like, nah, we good and shit, but we do gotta leave. So I was like, all right, this shit, man, get the fucking pack in and shit, get the pack in, and we're out of there. And I was like, hey man, what the fuck's going on? And shit, she was like, yeah, there's gangster in this motherfucker, yeah.
Wow, that's a different,
But
a
it has
different role.
rules. Everything
Yeah,
has rules.
and then like even if we look like we're all bummy and like dressed differently, like trying to like be like more blend
Yeah.
in, like the way we speak Spanish out
they
there.
know.
Right away.
That's like oh
given.
man, this motherfucker's trying to creep up, like trying to like pass by. Get the fuck out of here, like
It's el norte.
yeah.
Do you think a lot of that thrill, you're like, because when you're describing a story, I sense a lot of passion behind it because it was an awesome experience, or not even awesome, it wouldn't be the right word, but it was a memorable experience for you. Do you think that thrill derives from like you doing graph, because doing it illegally, that hype, that energy that you kind of get from doing it, and you kind of staying after dark for that situation, like oh
like,
shit,
what the fuck is going
like,
on?
what the
Like,
fuck?
like,
So
you think,
you
like it's
think-
like a little fucking mission, like if you're still a teenager, like.
So with that being said, like you pulling off that mission, like is graph like that? Because I'm not a graffiti artist.
Nah, it's not
Like,
always like that.
always like
It's
that?
chill, and like it's always
chill.
been chill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's always chill. It ain't like ain't nobody out here got knives and shit like fucking.
Oh yeah, I get that sense.
I mean, they do.
They do,
You know what I'm
but
saying? They do, but
they're not
I mean,
pulling
look,
it out,
man.
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're on that gangster shit, you're gonna get gangster shit all the motherfucking time. But if you're not on that gangster shit, then
But the funny thing, when I was growing up in high school, that the tagging crews and everything were becoming such a thing, it became like a gang thing. Because it got to the point where the gangbangers and the graffiti artists will fight.
damn, I'm good.
Graffiti crews and like fucking gangbangers will
Oh
fight.
shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, because it was just like, oh, fuck your crew.
Yeah.
And then the graffiti artists like, fuck you guys. We don't give a fuck. And
That's
they
dope.
start fighting. So like that
dope.
whole world clashed. Like,
Yeah.
and then they used to meet up in trains and shit like
Dope.
that.
That's
Yeah,
like when I
bro.
went to high school and we found out that we're gonna go to fucking Bishop No and shit or St. Francis to go fight St. Francis. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? We are and shit. Okay, let's go and shit.
Like
I
Ron
used to hear
Burgundy.
that about that shit about like even my grammar schools. Fucking when I was in grammar school, like oh yeah, we're gonna go fucking over here to Rowan Park to fight Washington for the day. Like what the fuck?
No way, Rowan Park will fight Washington.
No, well, we're not Rowan Park, but like motherfuckers from J Nan was gonna fight Washington. at Rowan
Oh
Park.
wow.
And the squad like fucking do some stupid shit. Like what the fuck?
Hey, we
I was too
need
pussy to fucking
30 swole ass
And when I
7th
eat
graders.
guys.
We need all those full 7th graders to come.
Bada.
We're gonna
love 'em.
fight at fucking Washington Park. Get the fuck out of here.
Like the old school way and shit. The greasers versus.
Come here, boom, and get shot. Boof.
We're the Thunderbirds or whatever the fuck those fools are called.
Senor. All right.
That's funny.
Senor Dtel, I think you're an amazing individual. I think you're bringing a lot of art, and I don't know if you know it, but I think you're bringing a lot of awareness to the area because of, one, you, and you're also sharing your knowledge with Shapeless, Roman, Cosmo, everyone else. I love what you're doing for the community. Any words you want to share with any artists coming up, man?
Oh man, dude, just be yourself. Yeah, be yourself and don't be afraid to ask questions. I think that's what holds people back. You want to ask something, like you want to know something. Oh fuck, man. But I don't have the courage to ask you, like even to be your friend. Like, oh man, I want to be your fucking friend, bro. I don't know how to be your friend.
Yeah,
Fuck. You know?
High anxiety.
Yeah, dude, fuck, right?
Hell yeah.
But,
That's why we have this
yeah,
to help
but
with that.
yeah, man, I think just be yourself, be creative, and be yourself. 100%.
It's something that I remember, like too, like what was that? Was it like a animal or something you were spray painting that Roman did or something?
Oh, the horses.
Oh, the horses?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
horses. And then I just remember that day specifically because I remember Matt was like just like learning a lot from you. Because that day you're like, I'm gonna do this here, do this, and Matt was like, oh yeah, that's cool, yeah. And it was just like a very genuine fucking moment where it was like that what the 93 Studios has, like that you guys all learn from each other. And that was like an amazing experience because you were like in your element. And it doesn't come like it came from graffiti but now you're actually coloring a figure, 3D figure, and giving it shadows and giving it everything. And how much that, like, as an artist you bloom besides actually graffiti. You painted walls all around this area too.
Yeah.
So to see the progression of you just sketching on your book and practicing to having shit like that, bro, that's the Renaissance right there, bro. That's the Renaissance.
Yeah, I mean, we're still learning. Everybody's still learning. Yeah. I ain't no expert. I ain't dope.
I think you're dope.
We just do what we do.
I think you're dope.
And that's it.
What else do you do to? I think for me, art can be like an outlet. Or a way to express. Anything else that you do personally to relieve some stress?
Man, cooking, bro.
Really?
Cooking, man.
Really?
Yes, man.
You throw down in the kitchen?
Man, bro. I throw down in the kitchen because I watch my mom cook, bro. Yeah, you don't be watching your mom cook? When you're a shorty, you didn't pay attention, bro, in the kitchen?
Absolutely.
You didn't pay attention what was going on at your grandma's crib?
I know how to make flour
what
tortillas.
are they doing in there? What are they using?
Bro.
Yes.
I remember my mom called me and then I told her that I'm making soup for the kids. And she's like, what do you mean you're making soup?
Comes from a can.
And I'm like, yeah, well, I put this amount of tomatoes, onions, and shit, and then grind it and all that. And she was like, impressed. And she's like, oh, fuck, you learned from me.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I remember that
What's
shit.
your mom cook? Like, what was her go-to meal like? She cooked Mexican food or?
Albóndigas.
Oh, okay, yes.
Tacos de lengua. Hotel de camarón, bro. I love that shit. Enchiladas, bro.
Oh, yeah,
mole. Yeah. Everything, bro. She did everything, bro. Spaghetti, bro.
That's a blessing if your mom cooks all that shit, bro. Hell yeah. Imagine coming home right now to some albóndigas.
That shit hits.
You gotta hit the OG.
What feel your favorite things to cook?
Excuse me?
For you, blah 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 blah. Shawshank Redemption.
I forgot what I was saying.
You heard it?
I heard that one.
Your favorite things to cook?
Man, I fuck with pastas.
Oh shit.
Sopas. Yeah, sopas.
I
Yeah.
sopas.
Hey, I said earlier today. What's up? Throw down on a baked lasagna.
Oh shit.
Yeah, remember I said what's
shit,
up?
yeah.
Cook a baked lasagna. What's up? Throw down on a baked lasagna.
Today?
That shit's hard, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 100 fucking ingredients to make a baked lasagna.
You guys, but you would make it?
Yeah.
You would
I can
make
it? Yeah, I'll make it. Yeah.
Does it? Wait. Question. Do you use butter?
Butter, you gotta use all kinds of shit, man.
But is butter one of the ingredients?
No.
Damn it. What type?
There's no butter in lasagna, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Why would you use butter for?
Because I was trying to infuse it. I was gonna give you an infused option.
Oh man, you gotta use like
Coconut oil.
when you're cooking the meat, a little bit of oil, like infused oil.
Yeah. All right.
Butter, you use butter to like make some French toast.
Garlic bread.
Garlic bread, yeah. You can mix it up with some garlic. But to make garlic bread, you gotta.
But infused.
Yeah. Well, I'll figure it out.
Bread.
Yeah. No, we could do. Yeah, if you want to cook, I can provide something so we can do a
Oh
group.
yeah, oh yeah.
An infusion.
Man, one time this guy gave me some butter, man. That shit was super fucking strong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was really fucking strong. And we just put it on toast because we didn't know what the fuck to do with it.
Oh shit.
Man, we put a bunch of that shit on a fucking toast.
You should have
And we're
made some
sitting there
brownies.
eating breakfast. We ate. You know, when you eat edibles, it takes a while for that shit to kick in. And we're drinking coffee. I'm drinking coffee, and I'm fucking feeling my body.
Says Tony's got to put a warning fucking.
Bro, like my whole shit was shaking, like vibrating.
Yeah.
That shit was strong.
Warning.
That shit was strong.
Have a great time.
Warning.
You will have a great time.
Muffin? Yeah.
Baby.
But man, does the fucking muffin make your body fucking?
Yes.
Depends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends.
They know
Man,
the muffin. They know the muffin man.
I had bought something off of.
You know the muffin.
I had bought like a fucking man. I don't know what it was. I got it from this guy. It was like a little ball.
Yeah.
Oh, the sensu bean, right?
Oh, that one's. I love that one,
Yeah.
bro. I love that
He
one.
gave me one of those. Who made those?
Did I make them?
You made them?
Yeah.
With the beat, with the nuts.
It was like a bunch of like cool fucking nut names and shit.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of organic dope shit, right?
That was mine. Yeah. That was a sensu bean.
Sensu bean?
Yeah, so it was like 12 different types of nuts and like a goji berry
That's
or
dope.
whatever. And then I infused the coconut oil. But it was like I was doing a few iterations because the first batch, it was the oil would, if you leave it out in room temperature, it would kind of sweat. So I used a different type of coconut oil, so at room temperature it would kind of solidify. So the next batch and next batch and next batch, they kind of got better. Oh yeah, but that was like a healthier alternative to.
Yes.
And
It was
I
like
did
a
it.
bunch of-
I did those like kind of on purpose, a lower dose, because if you want, they're pretty good too. But you can consume a few of them if you really want to. You know, one, they're a decent size. So one, depending on your tolerance level. But
Where'd you
yeah.
go to buy all the nuts?
Squirrelsonly.com. But
Where's only?
no, I like Pete's. They had different types of mixes, or Mariano's. They have different
Damn, I
types
was
of
gonna
mixes.
say like something like Whole Foods Mariano's.
No, Mariano's. Yeah, they have different, depending on which ones. But yeah, just chop them up, turn them up, and pretty much like a paste and butter, and then infuse it. And then, but that's a healthier alternative than like butters and cupcakes and brownies.
But the sensu bean was like a perfect relaxer, bro. I remember like sensu bean was like a perfect like a after work thing. After work, you're just trying to relax, or like a about to go to sleep thing. Like it's nothing intense, but it was a nice little. You feel it, you know. That's why I love it. The sensu bean was like a recovery one.
I ate a whole fucking chocolate bar one time.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
How
I ate
many?
the whole thing. It was like 4 pieces. I ate the whole thing. I didn't think it was gonna be like that strong. So I had like another piece, and I was like, man, it just fucking felt good, or I was hungry. I was probably hungry for some chocolate. And I ate the whole thing. And that's it, man. I was like, oh my God. That shit lasted all fucking day, man.
That's a journey now.
Man, it was an all fucking day thing. Like, fuck.
What I learned is like since you're processing it in your liver, and depending on how, if it's an alcohol or a butter or oil, your body processes it differently. It takes, depending on, like if you ate it on a full stomach, empty stomach, it takes an hour, 40 minutes, 30 minutes, and then it could potentially take you, depending on your tolerance, it can take you on a 12-hour, 24-hour ride. Dang. You know, it's crazy, but it's an interesting journey so far.
I'm just glad there's more education on it because a lot of people are more like experiencing it, so they will like let other people know like only take 2, bro. You don't need no more than 2. Like people have that experience now where they can guide people. Back in the days, shit, you used to like, oh, an edible, bloop. Next thing you know, you're in fucking space, bro, and shit.
Doesn't it come labeled like only eat 1 or 1 dose? They're called doses.
Yeah.
Like eat 1 is 1 dose, eat 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
But like each dose is different to everybody. I've heard people eat the same gummies, and with eating a couple of them, had the same experience as somebody that's ate 4 or 5 of them.
And seeing that could be just either on the
It's
batch.
like weird.
That could be on
Multiple
literally
things, yeah.
weight size, height size,
Right.
everything. There's so many variables.
There's so
that,
many variables, yeah.
that get in the way of that shit. But yeah, that's why there's a common ground. Oh, this is 30 whatever percent because this is what majority is. But yeah, I'm sure it varies for a lot of different people too.
Right.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah, like everything, find what fits you.
Right.
Find, for what you're trying to do. If you're trying to vibe, trying to create, trying to.
Forgot what I was looking at.
I forgot what I was saying.
Dude, when you told me that shit was busy, but I was like, get the fuck out of here.
I
forgot what I was saying.
I haven't shown you the video, have I? I'm gonna show it to you today. It has to happen, bro.
Any more questions? No, that's yours.
Oh shit, mine.
From like, I just want to know like your wildest story about like going out of here that you had as far as an experience of like going tagging, going for an adventure in the same day, like a wild all day experience with this kind of life of graffiti artists.
Man, there's been a bunch of like crazy shit, but I think the craziest one when I was painting that vandal on Archer and Ashland. No, not Archer, Pershing and Ashland.
Yeah.
The old Wrigley, I think it's like the Wrigley's factory. There were some. We had got in there, and there were some scrappers in there, like stealing all the power cables.
Oh no shit!
Yes,
For the copper.
Yeah.
Yes, man. They had a fucking shopping cart in there with tools, and they had like another shopping cart with all the copper, and they were just like taking all the wires out of there. And we were like climbing up to the fucking things and finding like a spot to paint, and we found something like on the 3rd floor, and we're fucking painting, and we hear these fucking guys coming, and they're coming with the fucking saws, and I don't know, they started tripping on us because they thought we were gonna rob them or something like that. So they pulled like all the tools out, like, hey, man, you ain't gonna. They were
nail guns and shit.
Yeah, it was just like homeless people like stealing shit, man. But it was crazy because like one of them had a gun. Yeah.
He upgraded.
Yeah, he upgraded. Yeah, he upgraded the saw to a fucking gun. Yeah. Yeah, he pulled it out. He was just talking shit.
Yeah.
Man, we're right here painting, bro. What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody give a fuck about that shit. They were just tweaking, man, on drugs.
But then they were like, all right, cool.
Yeah, they just fucking laughed. Like, what the fuck just happened? Like, why did he do that for, you know?
Right.
But I mean, like, just encounters, I think that's probably the craziest shit. There's some other shit, but...
They probably went through some shit, too.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I gotta watch out.
Yeah, I gotta watch
Right.
out. Ain't nobody trying to steal his copper or whatever.
But like I said, you eventually were like, cool. Dude.
That was him tweaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was him tweaking out. I got chased so many times out of here. The hilltops.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
What are the hilltops?
The little painting spot right here.
Yeah.
No, there's a little spot South Chicago where they paint.
The railroad spot?
Railroad spot, yeah. Railroad police coming in here chasing people out and shit like that. They don't do that no more because that line that goes into the U.S. Steel, they don't operate that no more. So there's no more trains that go that way. But before they used to, and they will be talking shit.
Like that's
The
art.
hilltops is like the urban artists coloring
Like
book.
2 years ago, a train derailed
Coloring
up there.
That's like Shapeless, the book. It's a place.
What was everyone? I mean, everyone kind of. The hilltop was is a spot that everyone
you
kind
talking
of.
about?
The hilltop right here.
The Penguin book.
Did you go up there? Have you ever been up there?
The book where everybody had like
You went
different
up there?
tags and paints and shit like that.
The Penguin book, yeah.
Back in the day? Yeah? Damn.
That book started
That's dope,
10
right?
years ago.
think I went back there with you one time.
Yeah, I took you out there one time, but before that.
Right when
Yeah.
we first got here, maybe. And then around them times.
The hilltop always was a spot like it was constantly updating. It's like, someone would draw something new or move. It was pretty
Did
cool.
you go
man.
there as a kid?
Yeah,
Yeah?
absolutely. Yeah, everyone would. It would sometimes you'd see people battle. They cross each other out and throw a new piece.
No
So,
shit.
yeah,
Talking
those-
shit, graffiti wise.
No, not always talking shit. It's just someone's they're whatever they wanted to draw. They could draw like a Wolverine. They could draw this. Their name. You know,
kill 'em, bro.
it was a coloring book. It was someone's like, I'm gonna draw this. I'm gonna test my skills. I'm gonna see what I can do. And it was always cool, like for me, as a young boy, to see the constant change and to see the
Man, we should
The
have
art.
ordered pizza.
Right.
That would have been fire,
let's
man.
go.
Let's wrap it up.
Dude, I've been asking this fool. We had a couple
Wrap it
kids
up.
over here. Fucking, I ordered 2 big ass pizzas at like 12. And it was like, what the fuck? And like, where was this pizza place? And like, I can't think of the spot. Well, it wasn't Maya's because, bro, it tasted a certain way.
What time they're closed?
Yeah.
I don't know, we should fucking-
I got some
I don't
funds. I got some.
Where
Any last questions, senor? I want to thank you. I think all you guys are dope. I think you guys are learning people that dive into your craft, artists and teachers and therapists in the way. And I like what you're doing for the community, for yourselves, because you guys are just being yourselves. Thank you for being yourselves. Thank you for sitting down, talking to us. I know each one of you guys kind of like, I don't know. But then once you guys got comfortable, you already know what we're trying to do. You guys are trying to bring more awareness to everything and anything we could do to help, man. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Any last words, senor? Freddie? Nada? Thank you.
Thank you for introducing me to here.
Oh, he loves this spot.
Yeah, so if it wasn't for you and the experience through that event, I would have not been able to do Meeting of Styles. I would have not been able to do the Side by Side podcast, meet all these people from over here,
Oh, shit, he's the catalyst.
and bring me to this world. And that it made me fucking love it. Now I live out here.
He's learning about South Chicago, the East Side, Headwaters, everything.
Everything.
Oh, dope,
In and white
dope.
in. Yes.
Just like that, señores y señoras. Bye bye.
Buenos noches, señoritas.